Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Canadian Intercollegiate Exhibition. My name is Z-Lion. I'll be one of your casters for today, and I'm joined here with...
Orbital. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, dynamic duo here. And this is day 5 of our CIE for this week, and it's going to be the first day of our Valorant tournament. It's going to be the round robin. So basically, let's talk a little bit about that organization. So it's going to be 4 groups, 16 teams, and we're going to be taking the top 8 teams are going to move on forward to this tournament. And remember, the prize pool is $1,000, so there's some money involved in here. So, a little spicy can come in with these games. And yeah, and I believe our first match is going to be Concordia University Crimson versus the Carleton University Junior Varsity Team Black. And we're going to move on to the first map, going right in on Ascent. Let's talk a little bit about that map there.
Yeah, I mean, this one's been around for ages, it feels like. And keep in mind, this is in Group C. We'll have other groups running here today. We are going to work our way through a majority share of the matches. I believe all the group stage will be done today, and that way we can have our top 8 for tomorrow, and then the grand finals are on Monday. So, on Ascent, it's a pretty straightforward map. This one, I want to say, is now more neutral than it's used to be in the past. However, it's a map that everyone should know. When you take a look at this map, it's very straightforward. You have a long side, you have a little bit of a shorter, you have the middle, which is quite open. All of these lead way to, in my opinion, a very simplistic of you can learn a lot about your opponent on this map. This is like you can have every different style of gameplay come out here, and every agent is really available. I want to say, obviously, there is that meta set down in front, but if you want to play your own kind of composition, it's more than available here.
Definitely. And I do think, just like how you said, this map has been a long time running map in the map pool, rotating through comp as well as unrated. So a lot of teams have kind of been switching up their rosters, about their tactics, and definitely looking forward to see, some new strategies coming in from these two teams, as well as throughout this rest of the tournament if Ascent comes up again. And yeah, the B side, it is a pretty defense-sided map, I would say, just because the rotates are a lot quicker from that CT side. But at the same time, attackers, if they are able to get, I think, in my opinion, like 4 to 5 rounds even on that attacking side and then switching to defense, it's going to put them in such a good position for that defensive side, just because, like, in general, that map is just so defense side, or it's defense favorite.
See, I would normally agree with that, but I have seen attackers start to have a little bit of an advantage, and maybe that's just the games that I watch. There's if you play with confidence, you play with good rotations, you are able to find some options. And yes, the entry points are hard, but we have seen teams be able to utilize, rotations either from A to B or through the mid, catch those defenders a little bit off guard. And so there
Mm-hmm.
are moments where it's just like I very much think if you're good at the game, if you're at a decent level, you can even it out if you call the right strategies. I think at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, and granted, as you said, it really does feel like the map does favor the defensive side. But I
Mm-hmm.
will always stick in the line of sight that if you are on attacking, you have kind of that you have the baton in your hand. No matter
Mm-hmm.
what map it is, you have the baton unless the defenders are aggressively attacking, running straight through A
Yeah.
main or running straight through catwalk. Like you will determine where a
Mm-hmm.
lot of these fights actually occur, whether it be a 5 stack over on A or a B side stack or straight through mid into market or anything like that. You got to make the call. And that's
Mm-hmm.
actually what I kind of want to see here in the group stage. It is that testing ground. It is that ability to kind of figure out exactly who you're actually going to be up against if you're going to make it out. Because remember, it's only 2 from each team or each group. It is only the top 2 out of each one. And considering there's only about 3 other teams usually in, you need to win this first one to kind of have that breath of fresh air.
And then going back to, defense and attack sided, I really like how you also mentioned how there's like meta composition as well. We've seen in like VCT as well as Masters how some of these professional teams have been like changing up their composition, changing up their agents in order to make Ascent more favorable on the attack side. We saw, for example, Lau come in with that the Phoenix before, which has been really interesting seeing that on Ascent. So definitely looking forward to see if that's going to be kind of uh what's going to be mirrored in the CIE games right now too. Anyways,
Mhm.
going into our agent picks right now, let's take a look at the composition. Looking pretty much like a mirror matchup right now. We got the Sova as well as the Jet, pretty classic KO knives, just in case, the 0 point to shut down any of that utility from any killjoys or ciphers. And we also got the Sova coming in, really good, wall bang map. A lot of these walls on Ascent are super paper thin, so wall bangs are definitely going to come in nice and handy. And looks like we have Send You Mindless also hovering over that Clove pick, new agent coming in. So haven't really seen that in any of the matches so far from what I've kind of looked at, as well as in pro play too. But oh, it looks like they're actually switching to Cypher. So really
Mhm.
interesting competition there.
Yep. Don't want to pull that one out too soon. And again, in a best of one, it really does feel like the opening rounds are going to be very important. So for Con U, it is going to be kind of that test in the waters. You can already see that Cypher coming out here, as you mentioned rightly. And I think it's going to breathe a lot of life into the team. You have a very nice defensive side. And as you mentioned, if you get 3 or 4 on the attacking side, it's great. Opening
Hmm.
pistol will be very fun to see. I always say it's a good skill check if you're going to rush in, if you're going to 5-man stack or anything like that. It's going to be a bit silly. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I've seen a lot of teams, if they win the pistol, it's just like, oh, okay, I know what level they're at. We can
Oh
rush, we can
yeah.
do whatever. It gets a little bit fun, but that's also the joy. You can get a
Hmm.
lot of information, even though it feels like the opening rounds of Valorant are pretty much always 1, 2, and then the fourth. There's a lot you can learn from that opening pistol. So we'll see if it happens.
Not just like placement strategy, but also the aggression and how these teams play just off in the initial round too. I definitely think because it's more like a mirror matchup, I'm very much looking forward to how the two Sentinels are going to play. So there's a Killjoy versus the Cypher. Cypher does have a little bit more freedom in terms of rotating around, playing that lurk pick, just because there's no range on any of the utility. Under its belt. While for Killjoy, you kind of have to stay in range of your turret as well as your alarm bot. So that could prove a little bit more disadvantageous. But there's also the mollies, which provide you that opportunity to get like extra damage, or you can play the post plan. So between how these two Sentinels are going to play, I definitely think it's going to be a really interesting matchup.
As we are already into round number 1, it's going to be a nice little test here, and you can see a pretty solid mid rotate. Or not rotate, first aggression, but the catwalk is going to be tested here, and I like this call down. Normally it's like an A or B side hit. Nah, go through catwalk, see what you get, and it's immediately 2 for AZM.
Asian gets that super. Third one found by Kazuo. Fourth as well. One more person left alive. Oh my god, what a fast run going through. Really clean takes coming in. And last one being live is Van with that pistol there with the ghost, and looking forward to just maybe do a little bit more damage. Kind of impossible to secure this round, but trying to get maybe stats. But everyone is aware, and 3 people are peeked into there, and Kazuo gets a 3K for that first pistol. Well played there.
That one, very nice full house of frags, and it's a good pickup. I'm going to be a little bit curious because again, that one went very quickly, and I just think that was CU Black not really expecting a catwalk hit first. That's not normally what you would go for. Normally, it's like, hey man, you go ahead, send 2, you do a fan out, a static setup. For the attackers, though, that was great. And you go ahead and send one lurker over there on B, go ahead and kind of post up, make sure no one's coming around the side. But you have the gun advantage, so why not go ahead and put this forward stack? Of course, Minho's going to try their best to set up a little bit of a flash out, see if you can really find it.
The Dana's coming in, trying to get as many picks as possible. Kazuo gets them too, looking for potentially a third. Hiding in the corner is Vital, trying to isolate some of those picks and probably play a little bit of bait for his teammate there by Switch, but understanding that there's a couple of people on that A rotate as well. Look at the amount of space being taken right now by the Cypher through mid, and now they're going to rotate towards that B side just because they know they got that numbers, they got that lurk advantage, and yeah, playing that rotate, very, very smart plays coming out, and the numbers as well, looking pretty nice, despite this being, a buy round here too. Sprays coming in, smokes coming out for the CT side as well, and now they're going to play towards that B main side just in case and play as many angles as possible.
Oh, that's cheeky.
Oh my god! What am I looking at? All good. It's all right. You know why? Because that was a buy round.
We know the drill.
And guess what? Today, now in this round, they got the rifles on, got the Phantoms and Vandals. They could potentially win a lot more of these fights now because they just have more firing power. But again, that 4K come from Kazuya, just 2 rounds in, already being so dominant. Just those 2 rounds has been very surprising and really well done. Probably super confident as well right now.
I just want to point out that 0 kills across the board for CU Black. That's how dominant. It's not just dominant. It's a straight up slaughter. But huge part of that is also that I saw Fidel almost get into the site. That was the silly part. It's you know, Con, you want to make sure you don't allow any of those kind of playing opportunities to come through. With the guns out, though, they are going to be a little bit more safe in that same value if they go on that retake defense. But for right now, you're just going to watch through. Catch out 2 here. It's going to be big. You go ahead and push into the B site. You catch a few on the rotate as well. All since you Black might be in dangerous sites.
Remember, this is best of one. What is the matter? Blind Boy got the 2, as well as the backup from the Sova with the 3rd, and now
One
playing
enemy
numbers
remaining.
again. Oh, but it's okay. Vayne has got 1 as well. 1 person left alive, 1v4, looking really, really hard. Most that they can do at this situation, in my opinion, is probably just go for as much damage, take some shields off, you know, maybe steal a couple vandals off them, just to put them in like more of a bad position for the next round, for when Khan gets that opportunity to buy full rifles. That's when farm those 12 points as well. Really liked how they actually did that take there, you know, the way they took mid control and just played people towards that mid side. Unfortunately, they were kind of outgunned there, but if they had the rifles on line, they probably would have been able to secure that round a lot more easier there. But at the same time, you know, CU Black are playing it really smart together and just playing off each other, not giving any free picks there, as, you know, Minho gets that last pick onto Bison.
And that's just a nice little setup. It's a 2-1 that we all expected, both slightly heavy-handed. And the way that they won, you can see those kills pretty much didn't move at all for Konyu. And now we actually got to play Valorant. The main thing, though, the ult economy is way more in favor of Konyu. And the reason for this is because they didn't allow any kills to go through. You didn't allow a single one, meaning in this ult exchange, if you have the Jet needing to get a little bit more behind, you're going to have a really, really good time in the save. If you so wish. They are looking for an A-side hit once again. Remember, last time in round 2, they did this. They were able to get 2, but that was a different time. That was without guns. So, this is going to be the big change. Guns versus guns. Who comes out one way going to slow things down?
Oh my god, beautiful flash coming in, but counter shots coming in from Ron already, and now the take is coming from A site, trying to clear out the rest side. Oh my god, trying to find the person in hell and gets the person out. Darkman coming, gets scanned out. However, 5v2, that retake is gonna look real hard right now for Carlton JV Blacks, as Kazuya is post up on that heaven side, peeking towards heaven, and they know that potentially with the noise being made towards tree, that there could be double up. But look at this positioning, trying to play off each other as much as possible. Sprays are coming in. Cam tries to get out as much as possible as well. But Kazuya with that flank, now looking for the second person and gets the second. As the Tigers win a clean round on that attack. Only losing 1 rifle there too.
I got your backs.
That feels
Just,
great. We mentioned it before.
the
This
front.
squad feels very smooth with how they want to play and how they want to execute. And I mentioned before, if you're confident in your gun skills, if you're confident in your micromechanics, it just turns into an FPS. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much you try and prep. You are going to be coming out winning if they are a little bit quicker on the trigger, if they are a little bit better in terms of their heads-up plays. And right now, it doesn't matter if they go A or B until we see Black really hold their own, unless they bring out a lot of utility. I don't see them winning straight gun duel.
Yeah, with these crazy shots coming in too, that just basic mechanics, like you said, really coming in clutch and coming really well for them. As look at that clean take on the site, and it's gonna be forcing that full retake by the rest of the team on the Blacks there. As now, look at like Konyu, look at the Crimsons. They're now available to take that mid positioning, as we saw, as well as any other angles from B main, lane. It's gonna force the Blacks to have to re-clear everything.
That's a problem to be had, considering that you Black is currently sitting with no weaponry. The fact that you're able to grab 2, that's actually pretty good in a safe situation, I think. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a full wipe once again. But the situation, you know, you give a little bit of space, and I actually like that call a lot of the time if you're on a save or anything like that, and you don't really have any amazing gear to work with. It's nice to keep all your weapons alive, rather than sending one to try and defend. And that's why they postured all the way back there. In CT spawn, you go ahead, hold all 5, then you try and push back in. You do what you can. I mean, that's what a save is. You don't really hate them too much for that call.
Yeah, not really. But at the same time, the timeout's coming out because they got to do something, because they kind of getting steamrolled a little bit. Even though it's only like the first half of the first half, just a lot of those rounds, how they're very cleanly taken. Even the one round that they won was just such a tough round for them to kind of retake and everything, it was just kind of tough. So it looks like that timeout's gonna come in clutch to try to do something different, try to think of a new strat, as well as, potentially just take a little bit more rounds on the defensive side. I am a little bit worried just because I know that you said like, oh, it can go either way, a defense or attack, but because Ascent has been kind of more notoriously defensive side.
Yep.
Okay, a little jump scare there for me. I am a little bit worried for the blacks there. They need to take as many rounds as they can to put them in just like a more favorable position on that attack side a half after as well.
And I think they can do so. I mean, this timeout might be able to tell them, hey, go ahead and start playing a little bit more on the util factor. I don't think the KJ has been allowed to really set up as much as you would hope. So
Mhm.
Bling Boy is going to try and hang down on that B side. And I think I like this call before it was on A side hold. This one seems a little bit more in favor of their own. And they're going to try and really spot out where Kanyu wants to go. Of course, Kanyu, they've done this before. They play a little bit more standard. They go ahead, take this mid-market area. And there isn't really a challenge on the other side, of course, spotted out by that drone and said, hey, the alarm bot, yeah, you can't do too much with it.
Yeah, stopping them in their tracks, and now it's gonna force the blacks actually to now pay attention and be wary of that mid side and potentially pull more people to the CT side. But now a lot of util being thrown towards underneath Cat, as now mid is probably going to be the position to take, and they're going to go towards that B entry. However, who is waiting on site for them but the Killjoy as well as the Sova? Killjoy util very hard to push through, and a lot of damage being taken right now, but they're going to have to go in 50 seconds on the clock. They still dodge for like plenty of time there. Beautiful flash coming in, and Kazuya gets a kill onto Ji-hoon as well. And 3v4, numbers in favor of the Crimsons right now. Kind of a tough position.
Shadows traveling.
This is getting a little bit tricky, and of course holding it down inside that doorway. It's just a crossfire angle. They
It's
make it
just
look
so hard. It's just so hard. It's generally so hard to retake. Like between the two sides, B and A, like B, if you have full control of that B side, either playing main, back side, or even like that late market lurk, which I really, really like coming in from the Crimson. It's just so many angles you have to clear. Versus on the A side, they're a little bit more open. Yes, you also have a lot of angles that you have to clear, but if you use your util properly, smoke out properly, and like play contact, that kind of retake is a little bit easier compared to B. So it's just so hard, honestly. I can't even blame them right now.
It's a difficult one to have. Of course, Kazuya is going ahead and roll their way forward. That's the pick on the other side, as the side is currently being rushed. In this current safe situation, CU Black said, hey, we're going to rush, we're going to get one, and I like that call. Because quite honestly, they haven't done it yet. It was able to overwhelm, you trade out 1 for 1. But the hunt is on now. It's on you, Krim. Go ahead and lay up into this A site, get the play, and now they're holding down.
Beautiful North coming from the Cypher as well. Now they're playing for that CT side, playing more towards that, Heaven as well as the tree, because they know that most of them with that North the information were coming from the mid side and potentially could flank as well. So that positioning, that call, really, really smart. And now looking like a little slow retake there as they try to isolate as many angles as possible. Valorant gets one, and Ji-hoon as well trades it out. But Kazuya, being the ever so crazy duelist, gets 2, and now 1v3. Bling Boy, 8 health left, just the hair on his chinny chin, looking to stay alive, looking to maybe save that Vandal into this next round, just because it's just so hard to win it at all. All good. Kazuya with the 3K though, it's crazy. This Jet has been putting in the absolute most. That scoreboard is crazy. Like how positive is he? Like how positive is Kazuya?
Too much.
14-1. Oh my god. Like I feel like we're gonna see like a reverse tie or something. I don't know. Like 14-3. Like I don't doubt it. Like the way that Kazuya is playing is absolutely crazy. But however, 3 ults are aligned for the blacks right now. But Valorant also has that counter KO ult just in case too. So looking forward to how they pretty fast, just like how he usually is with the KO ult.
Hopefully they get a clean one. This is going to be a full game once again. Seems like this have half weaponry available, which is why they're okay giving. This time around, it's going to have a little bit more implication. On the same vein, Suppress out on his running away. And they're going to wait to see you Black. Someone's down here. Now with the plane going down, keep eyes on where that Hunter Fury is going to come out here. If you choose to clear or hold off on an angle. A little bit of a wrap. B lobby is currently being populated. CU Black going to try a 2-point entry with all 5 members available.
is.
exactly where you're gonna go break that line and then rush. You got a little bit of time, not too much, but there it goes. Break one. Kazuya though finds a way
Oh
on two. It's a two-piece to hold it down. You can one thing, yo, doesn't matter how much it's set up. You got nothing in the bucket.
Oh my god, attackers winning that so cleanly. That kind of reposition, just really unfortunate too, with, you know, the Crimson's Jet. I believe that's, sorry, that's Fidel. You know, with that up on the retake, up is so hard to retake there, especially when you have the knives and Kale's still alive there. But the way that, the way that the Crimson played that was so smart. Double holding towards the side, you know, playing off the trip too. After the trip got broken, the backup coming in for the B main, just in case, was so well done. And it's just so clean. Like, there's nothing else I can say. That was like, honestly, such a perfect post plan, in my opinion.
I mean, it feels like perfection out of Con Ukraine pretty much every time. Awesome round early on. Other than that, they've been clean. I mean, look at this rush. Even if they are contested, their speed at entry is bamboozling CU Black. It feels all but lost 8 rounds so far. Kanki inside of the smoke denies another attempt. CU Black are just like, hey, I don't know.
One enemy remaining.
That's a cleanup on the backside. Mindless takes another Kazuya with another 3K. The aggression laying in as Kazuya tops the leader.
Orbital, what am I watching? I feel like this is like this is like a sweet, like, I'm sorry, like the way that the util is being used here on this attack side, maybe, you know, the blacks will do so much better on attack as well compared to defense, but the way that the Crimsons have been just kind of comboing the dart as well as the 0 point, and then also Kazuya just dashing in, playing super aggressive, but at the same time shooting the shots, hitting those shots as well, and also the late lurks, the way that they're taking space and that game sense is so immaculately done. It's just they're able to find the weaknesses in the other team's composition or in their hold so smartly. But not even that, even if they're faced with 3 people on site, they're still able to win their gunfights so well. And now look at this default hold too. It looks like the blacks are kind of scrambling to figure out where they are right now. Not a lot of presence being made. Shot dart from the A side, but they don't know. They could be on B. Look at, you know, Jet is going back and forth between B and A to kind of provide a little backup support. But just getting them to question everything and, you know, going for those rotates is just so, it's time consuming. It's just getting, they're playing mind games at this point.
I mean, that's all they have to do. Remember, the last 9 rounds, they pretty much hard pushed every single time. There was no wait. Even when they got the early 2 kills that came out before, they kind of rotated out. It was still a pretty consistent pace. This time around, they're just like, hey, we'll take the time. We'll go ahead and eat about a minute off the clock. Now we go ahead and press. We get point free. Little, though, is more than available to take out Kazuya, the top fragger for Con Ukraine right now, and that might be the kill that they want for the first time in this game. CU Black currently have a player lead. With this lockdown, though, it's going to cause a little bit more havoc. I don't know exactly where they're going to be able to go. This is going to be dangerous. Van is able to find one. Going a little bit better than they expected. Now the cleanup at the backside.
Okay.
Multiple kills cleans the house, and Con Ukraine take a round for themselves.
Yeah, maybe I spoke way too soon. They heard me talking a little bit of smack there, and they're just like, time to show you that you are absolutely wrong. With the lockdown as well, waiting for that lockdown to proc a little bit longer before just going in right after the put down the Killjoy ult. You know, just forcing the rotate off of the site just because they know, you know, Crimsons know that if the Killjoy ult ends up going off, you know, they're gonna get detained. So they gotta move off site and just taking the opportunity on that timing and collapsing onto and crunching the rest of the people that are stuck onto site and securing that round. Big round there, huge round for the blacks there, and hopefully this is the start of a momentum shift in their favor, because with 2-8 currently on the board, left, not a lot of time. The most they can do, or the best they can do in this situation, is to get 4 rounds on that defensive side. And again, as many rounds as you can on either side is the name of the game too. So maybe they're also slow on that warm up there. But it is best of one to figure out stops here. Kazuya pushing through that tree side too, breaking the bot, and now they're already on the A side. Free site for them as no contest is
Now the series coming out a little bit earlier than I personally would have liked. I like using it. There we go. Okay, snapping down a little bit more, or I like it on the re-entry. Either way, though, it is going to be down for this follow-up. It's a 5v5 once again. CIE Black the last time held on, but they're all entering from the same side. It's going to be a little more difficult. Van is able to find Kazi, though, in the earliest strike. There goes the nano form, keeping popping up. But it doesn't fall all the way down to the ground like you were hoping so. Ronnie is that spike, and they able to see straight through everyone else. You wash through the rafters side, and Crim move to their night.
Last round before the switch.
Oh my god, the Sova dart, as we said, Ascent, such a beautiful map for those wallbang angles. So the scans are so crucial, especially with the Sova util, not only with the dart, but also with the owl. And what a huge dart that was, you know, the paper thin walls coming in from hell, getting those picks, you know, getting the damage. Oh my god, really just made their retake crumble in the arms of Crimson. Oh my god, well played.
Oh man. I mean, right now, Crim, they have shown that they are the exceptionally faster trigger finger members right now. They know when to engage and how quickly to, even in a 1v1 or 1v2. I think Kazi has found multiple kills. It's crazy to think about, but this is going to be the challenge. A little bit of a dash out of the fight. CIE Black don't want to allow themselves to lose a member pretty much off the rip. They're going to try and hold down. Ronnie ready, though, saying, yo, I got the Odin as well. Y'all have to stay away from me. And Krim just gonna kind of wait it out to see if anyone decides to cross. Kind of half.
Ooh, Kazuya almost getting the shot at Dice, you know, sensing someone there, but not quite connecting the shot quite there. However, it looks like they're playing really slow right now, really patient and methodically. If they do get one single kill, they do have a Neurotheft online for Mindless to reveal that information and get, you know, the positionings off of the other players on the Blacks right now. And look at that fast rotate from A based on that one off shot and the amount of space that they still hold on the B side by Mindless and the rest of the team on Con U. And it looks like, look at this exact, they chose the right side. That fast rotate made it so the rest of the team on B, oh, never mind, I'm sorry. My bad, Nino, getting a kill on the Kazuya there. But again, the B side's free for the taking, and now it's going to be a 4v5 retake in favor of the Blacks there.
Timer winding down here. CIE Black, of course, forcing them into a little bit of a corner, and this might work into their advantage. Now in this retake, we mentioned before, very difficult to work over those angles. But look at the hard spray, and Minho is able to find one. Back corner, flash goes out. You're able to not really find anyone's back corner, but the help for the rest of the team is able to collapse in, and there's only one left from Ronnie. Is ready with the shot.
Oh my god!
You can't. Almost getting that ace, but a 3K from Minho shuts that down. CIE Black. Holy
oh my god, Orbital is really 3-9 curse. We've heard of the 3-9 curse before, whether that's in your unrated comp games or in the professional matches on VCT or Masters. Is this gonna ring true? 3-9. However, defense side now given to Crimsons, and the Blacks are on the attack now with the Killjoy. Gonna be a little bit harder for Killjoy to be on that alert compared to the Cypher, but at the same time, based on if they play this really smartly, they can still snowball a advantage over, you know, new half, restart recon as well. So this could be a new start for them. I'm hoping and I'm praying that, you know, the Blacks can snowball this first pistol lead, because it's going to be so crucial for them to try to, you know, win as many rounds as they can and bring it over to OT or even secure the map off of the Crimsons.
We're wondering exactly who's going to come out on top here. And in this opening pistol, once again, I think Con U are going to be more than happy about it. But it does mean that they have to fight through it. Once again, safety net is available for CIE Black. If they work this pistol quite well, it'll be a large difference. You can already see the difference. CIE Black not wanting to wander in too far. I believe Con U pretty much offer it for going at the speed of light. Pretty much on trying to clear out those rounds, and CIE Black are like, no, we're taking this nice and slow. We're going 30 and a 40, and we're not going anything crazy.
They still got plenty of time too. They can really play as much as possible. You know, play those mind games as we mentioned before. Now it's like, look at these fast rotates. The Thrilla now going towards that A side, scared that there could be a late lurk towards that A, and it's gonna leave Sova, Ronnie ready by himself in a 2v1 situation towards Market with the dart still online though. But they spot him out. It's gonna be a fight at Market. Pizza, trading 2v1, trying their best. But oh my god, the Blacks knife!
30 seconds left.
What am I looking at?
Ronnie was ready. Ronnie was 100% ready right there. And well deserved 4K at the end. Oh my god.
Orbital! No bullets! No bullets! He pulled the knife out! He knifed him! And I can't believe what I just saw. Ronnie with the 4K. Just secure. We thought that was I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was Raps and Market. You had a 2v1 situation playing off each other, you know, you guys could just trade or something, but both teams are kind of missing their shots. You know, the line came in as well, which was perfectly timed too. But the knife kill is crazy. I am shocked. I'm sorry.
Right now, getting into the second, this is gonna be a big test. That was a buyout, by the way. If they don't win this, it's gonna feel bad. Almost putting themselves on game point. Right now, it's a 1-for-1 so far. They were able to enter in to this site, but look at the collapse coming in here. This is gonna be a little bit different. Remember, CIE Black, when they were on the defense, had a difficult time moving in. They were able to get it, I think, once or twice. But in a 4v4 situation, on you, Crib, more than happy about setting themselves into a right good spot out. There's a shock bolt, a little bit of a zap. I don't think really tagged anyone out. This is enough to call down. 2 in the back of the house. Hard jump in. Kazuya tried to go for the hero play. Couldn't really make it work. Instead, it's straight out. And all you got to pistol left. Ronnie ready. Unfortunately, won't fall, and that will be one back. CIE Black with the buy-up here in this round. Feel pretty dang good.
Yeah, the buy-up as well as the free upgrade towards that Guardian too. Really, really bad round for, you know, Konyu to lose there. I don't know what to say. Like they spent all their money and now they have to go for a save there. Like, oh my god. And also just in general, and the way they played that take was very smart too. You know, taking their time, they knew they had plenty of time on that bomb, clearing out the B main just in case, and knew the rest of the team was on that B site. All of the teammates were there, but the way that they held that retake was just really well done, playing off each other, getting those trades as well.
Right now, a bit of a test here. Konyu Kurim realized they messed up a little bit on that re-entry. Right now, they're very, very spread on this defensive panel. A little bit more pushed up than normal. You can already see B-side main currently held. And then, of course, A main as well, just very, very far up. And right now, it is going to be that catwalk side. This is the first time CIE Black have also attempted it, which is understandable. We're only 2 rounds into this half. This one will be a big test, though. Depending on where they decide to go, this can either lead into dire straits, but they're not willing to fully put themselves out there. They want to take every possible angle before they commit.
I really think the big difference between two teams right now, from what I'm seeing, is the patience. The way that Crimsons are playing so patient. Oh my god, this close shorty! Oh good, the trades are coming in. Jigu's got that trade. And Kritia also gets a kill, but Miho as well. Van as well gets a kill onto Ronnie.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
30 seconds left.
Lurk towards the mid side, really shot in the back by Van, and Van's now holding that stairs side towards Market. 3v1, real hard clutch situation for the Crimsons to do something. Vazin is left in this 3v1, picks up a Bulldog. However, with 3 people watching from every single possible angle, and also the trades coming in, kind of hard there to do. Oh, but yeah, that mid take was the way they're playing so patiently, you know, playing their time, as well as, you know, the positioning to the trades are very, very smartly played. And Dart's going to scan Al Vazin as they know that he's towards that B main side, looking to potentially save their guns, now rotating towards that CT side, but Vazin probably going for just the exits right now, and doesn't really seem to get anyone, and is going to have to save that Bulldog going into this next round. 5-10 attackers taking another round off of Crimson's right now, as the gap is slowly but surely diminishing, you know? 5-round difference now compared to the 6th round. Still a decent gap, but I have full faith in them that they're gonna do great, and they might be able to snowball this lead here.
I think they can. I mean, CIE Black they can. At the same time, I'm also sitting on the same side of this is the same 3 rounds. This is still a 2-1 at the start of a half. This is where things really need to kick up. If we want to see CIE Black come out with a victory, they need to win this gun round here. If you don't, you're right back in the hole for the econ difference. It's going to be difficult to kind of overcome, and that's why we see this hard push out once again. Konyu Krim themselves up for advantage, but Kazuya, as soon as you get a gun in your hand, you take that first blood, you take out the enemy jet, being Boizo. So, yo, B-side might be open. Thank you very much for that, friend.
the trades are coming in very nice and cleanly. However, Kazuya still ever so much the shooter, getting those clean headshot connecting onto that head puts them at the slight numbers advantage. But you know, again, the trades coming in, shooting up numbers once again. As now the defense are now still playing that default side. However, mid is going to be slowly but surely taken with that space. Try to clear out as much as possible. And now they know that, hey guys, there's no one at B, there's no one towards the mid side. It has to be an A hit here. It has to be. And with the flank coming in from Kazuya too, this crunch is going to be ever so crucial there. Now Exec's going to come in, trying to get into that A site as soon as possible. And Jihoon gets one. However, Kazuya shooting gets bling bling boy as well. 3v3, Ronnie ready with the dart out.
Planted.
But Kazuya with the
Oh.
4K. Ace 2? Oh my god. Ace is stolen by Ronnie Reddy. But Kazuya with the 4K. Just one person on the flank. And that was
Defuse the spike.
Kazuya. And he killed every single person that was coming at him one at a time. What a crazy round for Kazuya there. Just consistently performing so well with the glow on the Champions Battle too. As it's deserved. Look at the KDA. Look at the shots. It's just 24 and 6 is crazy. 24 and 6. Let that
It works
sink
so
in.
well. It works so well. I mean, this is a team that you do have to be feared, and for Kazuya, I mean, this is a stellar performance here in the group stage. Remember, there are going to be some disparities, and this is why a group stage is available. You know, you have to fight your way through some of these other teams, and it feels like Kanyu Krim are putting them very large target on the back of their heads here. It feels like this is one that they really have to keep eyes on because, I mean, this squad that is showing up here on Ascent, of course.
Spike
Ronnie
down.
already more than ready with that Odin. Sovin and Odin, name a better duo. This is, you can hold this down on B-side all day long. Allow it to wrap around as well. Keep in mind the rest of the team is playing. Kazuya's only able to find one, but the hard spray keeps him on a little bit of chip, not gonna be full HP. But CU Black are just like, okay, well, now we got to find another option. But mid's currently taken unless we want to hightail it all the way through T-spawn and work your way to A. The options are very, very small.
Look at that positioning. They're scaring them off with that Odin, with those paper-thin walls, knowing that the Dark could be up anytime soon, forcing them to rotate through the mid-side. However, who is posted up there? Who indeed? Double hold by Vazin as well as Mindless, as they're just watching that catwalk up towards the tree side. And also with the Omen, with Thrilla in position as well to give them some information. Gets a pick off onto
Spike
Jihoon.
down mid.
And now, knowing that the spike is down towards mid side, now they can just hold it down with the smoke as well. Oh my god. You know, like, it's
30
it's
seconds
just
left.
perfect. But oh, looks like the ult's gonna come in. They're gonna pick up the bomb, and it's gonna force them onto the B side. However, Mindless still has that utility on B there, and also just the B main as well. They're coming from
One
every angle.
enemy
Market, CT, B main, you name it, everywhere. No places, no space not to be looked after right now. Oh my god, and Ronnie ready too with that 3K. Defender's winning. 5-12 match point for the Crimsons right now. Like, Orbital, like, what can the Blacks do right now? Like, it's just so hard right now for them. Like, the buy is not good as well. Like, that was just. The buys aren't good. They only have shares. Like, what can they do? Like, I genuinely can't think of anything that they can do in this situation right now.
GG go next. I'm gonna be straight up honest right now. It's rough, and this might be an opening game where you just need to take a little bit of time. That's not bad either. That's actually one of the great things about a group stage. You don't have to beat everyone. You just have to beat the lower two. That's all you have to do here. Right now, Conjuring look like the strongest team. At least what we've seen here in Group C. If you can beat the other two, hey, you have a way in, and maybe you don't face them until the later round. At the current moment, though, you take what you can, say, hey, we weren't faster off the mark, and you have a budget buy right now. Keep in mind, this was like the bargain bin that they bought from. Kanyu Krim have all weapons hot. They have the flank options. They even saw one more, but Minho with the strafe kill on AZN. Good job there. 1 for 1 though. Kanyu Krim gonna try here at best. Gotta hold it down. CU Black also fighting for the lead.
Minho, more like Min, no, you're not living there. And Kazuya backing up towards that CT side, toward the dice there, and trying to play up an off angle, as a lot of utils going to be thrown towards the A side, but rotating off from this A side towards mid is going to be so hard. They have to clear every single angle, and with Mindless holding towards Sabrosa underneath Cat has just such a perfect angle. They don't know. No one knows. 1, 2, looking for the third. Oh, but all good. Jihoon gets
30
the
seconds
kill
left.
onto Mindless there, but 2
Last player
5
standing.
to make that a 1v3. I'm sorry, defenders are gonna win. The Concord University Crimsons are gonna go for a clean sweep 13-5.
My ult's not
What
ready.
a clean game there. Wow. Just an absolute masterclass in how you should be playing these kind of 1v1s as well as, you know, these takes and these holds and just in general, like these round robins, how you should play slowly. Just played so dang perfectly is all I can say.
And recognizing when you have an advantage, recognizing that, hey, you know, we have a player popping off. That's something that I think a lot of teams are able to make use of at the higher levels. You say, hey, one of our players is very strong right now. How do you enable your duelist to fly forward? I mean, Kazuya got all the space in the world. You mentioned the flank options at times were so good, and it seemed to catch a lot of CU Black kind of off guard. And I think that's more than appropriate to say, well played from the side of Con U. And I'm excited to see how much further they can go.
And definitely Kazuya, you know, playing such a pivotal role doing the entries as well as getting those open first bloods on defense has been absolutely crucial for them winning that. And in the meantime, let's take a time or take a little break in thanking our sponsors for today. So thank you so much for BMO for sponsoring CIE. So the Twitch event's gonna be exclamation mark BMO, and to help every students, you know, in these coming into university, to help you focus on what's important, BMO has checking and savings accounts, credit cards, and borrowing options specifically designed for students. Plus, get up to 12 months of Domino's Pizza, which is worth $190, by the way, with BMO's current student offers, with no monthly plan fees while you're in school, and for up to 1 year after you graduate. It's going to be convenient because you got all those branch locations available as well, and you know it's close to home and close to campus. Unlimited transactions, including Interact transfer transactions, are also available for you. As well as thank you so much for BMO Next Level as well. They do have a Twitch. It's going to be twitch.tv/BMO_next level. That's NXTLVL. They're live every Thursday at 7 p.m. PDT, and they're run by Sean Frames. Shout out to him. And they're going to be doing BMO's first gaming relations specialist, and it's going to be bringing a commitment to help the clients achieve their financial goals and a passion for gaming as an active member of the gaming community. But yeah, thank you so much for BMO for sponsoring us. And we'll be right back in setting up our second match. And so stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back. much for waiting, guys. Thank you for your patience. Welcome back to our first day on the round robins for Valorant for CIE Day 5. And our next match we have is the University of British Columbia Blacks versus Simon Fraser Raccoons. It's going to be the Battle of the West. It's going to be interesting game
Good times.
here.
It's going to be good times, I think. And again, both these squads have been already battling through their first round, and I want to double check that to make sure we know exactly what's going down, because with these standings, this could be the make or break time. Remember, there's only 3 round robin matchups for each squad. This one, I believe we are looking into, Group D here, and both these squads actually already have a win. So if you win this match, if you win this game, you already have a shoe-in to the top 2, and at that point, it really is just playing for placement at the end of the day. So for both these teams, they do want to get that win. If not, they have a secondary chance. But going into bind, another long-standing map here in Valorant. It's been around for a while. Everyone knows it. There have been slight adjustments. It's another one that feels you should know like the back of your hand.
Yeah, as you said, again, I'm so sorry. I keep going back between like, attack, defense, but I don't know. In my personal games, I feel like it's a more defense-side map again. But then I was proven so wrong, right? Like I was proven so wrong.
I don't think that's on us though. I don't think that's on us. I think just Krim, you were literally like, yo, we want to win. We want to dub. And that's always the fun part. Proving our stats wrong is one of, I think, the best things when it comes to Valorant. Any game, really. It's proving the naysayers or whatever the stats out there are supposed to say, proving that wrong and kind of saying, haha, in your face.
They definitely threw it in my face on that attack side. We saw how they absolutely dominated attack. It was absolutely crazy. And going into, Vine here, oh my god, the walls with the Viper, as well as the Brim, the double smoke. Versus the Omen. Maybe. Different.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
They can go with, they can go with quite a bit, but we are going to see like chaotic, I think, side zones. I mean, this is the pinnacle of you don't really get a play without something on the ground, I think, on either side. And we're already seeing a mid-side push here into hookah. This is going to be interesting. UBC Black, of course, on their own way, sending, I think it was 3 to defend over on that site, but it's a 5-man push as no. Okay, UBC Black are actually on the attack. Hookah is going to be lit up. Oh, boy. Death all around.
Death ball going into the B side now. Now they're just trying to find out one person on site. However, Yasmin gets shot down. That kill, and it's going to be 3v4 situation. Numbers in favor of the Black.
There's a really nice setup. Now here, SFU Raccoons, they're sitting there going, okay, what can we exactly do? We have a 2-1 split, CT spawn 1. But that's about it. And honestly, in a pistol round, you don't have that much to lose. It looks like they're going to try and pinch in as best they can. Of course, this could be very dangerous. You can see Black more than ready.
With the Utah coming in, Dizzy trying to find him, doesn't quite find him. What the the post hold is so strong! As Viper gets a last kill on to the Brim. Slenzera. Oh my god, the names are gonna be so hard.
I never thought I'd have beef with myself,
oh my god. Back and forth, Oh, but Gecko on Vine though? New meta? New choices? Question mark?
Comfort, I think, is the big thing to say there. I mean, I've taken Harbor on just about every single map that I do, mostly just because I can't play any other agent. I mean, it's you do what you think at that point. Granted, I do agree. The Gecko can bring niceties, but it's not standard. And considering both teams decide to run it, it does surprise me a little bit. Of course, right now we are getting another B-side hit. UBC Black did this one quite well. But last time, it was a 3-person hold by the Raccoons. This time around, it's only 1 to try and signal out and say, hey, we're getting fought on here. On the A side, though, a little bit of a meet and match. This could be difficult. Slenzera able to get through.
Looking like it's going to be a full retake onto that B side. However, Vipers, gets outshot by Seb with the classic. Oh my, watching it. Shakal by himself trying to hold back that flank with multiple people there. And has a Vandal too. Imagine the kill into Shakal, and then they get the Vandal. Imagining?
Keep imagining, because Shakal is just like, nah, I am the dream crusher. Solid plays, good tag damage as well. And this is that kind of roundabout way that you really want to watch the options. Shakal with a 3rd as well. And I mean, UBC Black, they won round 1. They had the guns in their hand, and now they pick off round 4. And then that final spray gets a 4K. The Omen is more than online, and it's a solid play, 2-0 to UBC Black.
They did buy that, force that Vandal, which can put them in really good position coming into this buy round, going against the Blacks there. Oh my god, I just I feel like that, you know, the Brim as well as the double Viper setup too is just so strong for hitting either site. On the defense as well, the Viper wall towards the B site that covers both, you know, the showers, hookah, as well as
Make it happen.
long. Puts them in such a good position, denying a lot of information as well. It looks like they're actually gonna go for that push towards that B long first.
I actually really like this. You hit the side pretty much all the time, and it's worked for you pretty much every single time as well, so no reason to shake things up just yet. Of course, the timing is a little bit different. UBC Black are consistently sending a member over towards A, you know, how much can you sniff out? But you have to teleport it if you wish to rotate out, and I think that might be the call. You don't have to force anything just yet, and if you clear out showers, you do have an entry line. Not only that, Raccoons sending over a third defender. If this call is made, SFU Raccoons might have a pretty easy time onto this A site and a pretty clear opportunity to lay down that plant.
But double back towards the A side as well, looking like the Silva's running back and forth between A and B, as there's not quite a lot of information being given right now, but looks like Dave's gonna look to get that entry towards that B site. A lot of util being drawn now, Smoke's coming down to deny that entry, but look at, as you said, the Viper towards the shower side, they can take the TP if they want to, but there's two people there.
They're still holding. They're baiting. Oh, if they were to see one, that would have been a big opportunity. But there's the call down. You only had 30 seconds left, and you had to make that desperation call. But the molly to slow them down. What a hold there. Shakal though was able to find one. Super Haven may or may not have made that play, breaking open that B side, turning it into a 5v4. I mean, timer is down. You only got a couple seconds left. Okay, though, finds out one. ABC Day also finds another. The pistol and the Spectre reigning supreme here, and you get the plant and a half. Maeve trying to hang on for dear life. This retake is looking rough for Coons with only 2 alive.
Yeah, 2 alive indeed. Not a lot of util to clear out the site either way. A lot of them pushed up in multiple angles underneath health. We got one towards bench, one towards triple, as May spots one out, and then one towards that recall side. 2v2 down, however. Oh no, Shakal gets the 3K. Oh, May thinking that he's finished a call, just wasn't able to secure that spray transfer over. What?
So bad.
Honestly, it feels so bad. I mean, like, in that retake situation, there's not much you can do with the numbers up too. Like, the util as well. It's just really difficult. And now that, you know, Rio Bouncer has the little fish for the sun, looks like it might be a push towards A maybe.
Well, when you have Thrasher, it's perfect, right? If you go ahead and open up space, you force the entire opponent's back, as well as you get kind of a freedom roam here, and you follow behind so Shakal, making that space monumentally active. And you clear out Lantern as well, which means you get a free push into the A site. Not only on the back line, you find another. The Showers is currently around. You found 2, making a 3rd, and 2 more on the back end routing, but Raccoons are a little bit slow to this trash can.
Yeah, that flank is just not, the timing is not there. You know, maybe if they flanked a little bit faster, they could have caught that timing and caught them off guard slightly. But now that they're on site, post up, watching every single angle possible, it's pretty hard. And Thrash up as well, trying to check the CT side for some information, knows that no one is towards CT side, and now probably knowing that it could just be a flank, as it looks like they're gonna just play for those post plans, for those exits there.
I don't think you have to force it, right? Raccoons realize they're not exactly going to win this one. No reason to kind of space out. And of course, since you cleared showers, UBC Black are more than happy to kind of route themselves away. But Viper lines them up. It's a flawless round for UBC Black. And just like that, the Viper spit is just 3 away or 4 away from gathering up a storm. Right now, UBC Black in full control. That was a save. By the way, Raccoons have their gun round now. This is kind of their redemption option to try and fire back.
Keep as well as May 1 away from their ult. They could farm the orb here. However, how useful that is going to be for either A, B side hold, or just the retake is to be determined, honestly.
Where do they want to go, though? I mean, UC Black have pretty much dominated every angle that they go to, and this one's going to be that split 3-2 situation. Okay, lines it up. Seb is already down. And that was a great little blind there. Coming out from the get-go on the side of UBC Black. It's just strong arming. It's Shakal. This top fragger is laying down the law no matter where they decide to go.
Ooh, Slenzera unfortunately doesn't quite connect shot onto that head. Still 3v5. Blacks have 70 seconds. They have plenty of time to rotate between A or B. And with, just the Brimstone, the one defender on that B site, that is going to be quite hard to keep the site. And a lot of space being taken towards the shower side too. This take is, where are they going to go? A or B? Not super sure. Util.
There's only so many options.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're just waiting here wondering, excuse me, wondering how difficult it's going to be. You got about 35 seconds. UBC Black playing that time well. But Raccoons, they're like, it's going to be difficult. Around super, realizing they're a little bit of
Wow, backing up, now Lantern, with the off angle from OK, getting the kill there. And oh my god, the spray spying out straight through smoke. Keep is just getting lit up right now. Looking for second. Oh, clean shots coming in. With ult on line 2, Seekers coming in, know that he's back sight.
Last player
Person is. And Viper gets a kill on Keep. 1v2. Spotting out. Now 1v1 situation.
Out of charge.
Slenzera in a clutch situation. 11 health online. Doesn't quite know what the other person is. Oh my god! 3k by Slenzera. What amazing clutch coming in from the Raccoons there.
Some things you just
difficult one to win, and honestly, it was UBC Black. One of the big pop-ups there that surprised me was the fact that we did see the likes of the Viper kind of pop up and say, "Hey, I know where you're at," and didn't decide to try and 2v1 that. So that feels a little bit bad. Raccoons, though, they had a little bit of a tough time. They get one back with only one alive, meaning that the economy is still kind of shot. Take a look at that. Very little that they have. What they do have are 4 ults ready to go and ready to fire. This could be that turning point. Even though you won the last round, you want to make sure this round is a decisive win for you.
And 4 ults indeed, including that Viper ult. Just these 2 orbs or 2 charges away from completion. Really holding sites right now, and the ults will come to deny some information and allow that reposition to happen, as a lot of presence making towards that B main. However, look at that position by Viper towards that A short side, just holding that positioning, but Keep gets the kill on the Viper. Knows that they smell a rat, they smell a defaulter, and now Shakal's gonna have to pick up the angle right there.
Of course, he could look for a little bit more as well. Right now, losing 1 is not the worst thing in the world, but the showers for UBC Black is looking a little bit dire. Last time, Raccoons were more than ready to kind of hang on to it, and with those mollies has had a lot of good work, but UBC Black, they don't have many options left. And take a look. This is going to be a flank option by 1. Raccoons already know where they're at, and that stands outside of that Hunter series. Danger is abound now as UBC Black try to push in.
Shakal, but look at that flank. Slenzera gets the flank
left.
onto Shakal, as well as Day. 2v4 situation. Defenders have the numbers as well as the time. 24 seconds, not enough time to go for that rotate there. It's going to force Rio Bouncer to, just try to save and go for SFS as much as possible. Just pretty tough, round for them, especially with taking so much time
10 seconds left
to go for rotate and decide a site. The indecisiveness. I don't know. Could have shot them in the leg.
I think it's not the worst thing in the world, of course. I think the more difficult side is you still let 3 ults go by. Raccoons are still sitting pretty on that. Now you can even match the likes of UBC Black. You see the From the Shadows, you see the Viper Spit. Both of those are available. I like this, though. The timeout coming out here by UBC Black saying, hey, things didn't really go our way that time around. It was a difficult one. We got locked out into a few dire straits. And now we're going to try and bring it on back. A big part of that, UBC Black, you called it. I think 100% on the nose there. Z-Line, you said, hey, they're indecisive. Yeah, they absolutely were. They need to be more confident on their choices, whether that be even in a 5v5 situation or if you find that early frag.
And also sitting on those alts as well, the buys, regardless of the buys, I feel like the alts also play such a big role in this next round coming in. If they do mess up on, just wasting those alts and just not securing the round despite having all that utility, it's going to put them in such a bad positioning, whether that's retake, attack, or just like post land in general. Like it's it's really to be seen. I don't know whether this timeout's going to be taken the time to anti-strat, counter alt, or just like figure out like, okay, where are they going to play here, or whether that's going to be one of those like, hey, let's do it faster, like you said. But either way, going into this next round, this is going to be quite the crucial round, especially after that timeout. Let's see how effective that was.
Every round after a timeout always makes me kind of worried depending on how it goes out, because if UBC Blacks just continue losing, if they continue dropping rounds here, it's gonna feel bad. You don't have that reset counter until the next half. Look at that hard push though. Raccoons going ahead and shoving up into hookah, trying to find a mid option. Didn't really peek out to see anyone, but it's gonna call this fast line up a beat long. It's a little bit of a fade as well. UBC Black kind of fielding all their members over on this side, but they don't want to push further than Garden. For Raccoons, it gives them a lot of time to rotate over an extra member. The TP is available, but they say, screw the TP. Now we're going to rotate into that hookah option, and all of a sudden Raccoons may be drawn in for a little bit of loot.
But look at that Viper wall as well on the A side, they still have the option to go to A if they want to, especially with the double up towards the short side. They still got a lot of options to do. But again, as you said, double up on hookah could be quite crucial this next fight right here. Coming out. Oh, but the off angle Slenzera gets the kill. But Real Bouncer's not able to trade it out with you to push him off too as well. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Mosh is gonna finish that kill for Real Bouncer in order to get that trade out. Okay. Is not okay, because Zab gets the kill instead. And Shakal also gets a kill onto A.
30 seconds left.
Over potentially, hey guys, A6 first.
Take flight.
Welcome
Potential option right here.
Option of not seeing anything is what we're seeing right now. Just every smoke in the book laid down. No one is allowed to see anything. And it leads itself to UBC Black having that status. Another recall ball goes out. He's going to ping that back corner, but Shakal said, I don't care about myself. I'm more worried about the kill across the board. Keith is going to find Shakal's life with that extra crossfire. Now it's a 2v2 situation. But you don't really have anyone to seek out in the middle and Kate down. So right now, honestly, one of the best options is just try and find those exits. I don't think you're walking into that one for free. You might want to hang on to the guns as well. For UBC Black, it's a round that I think they're very happy that they have found Crash. So and you didn't even see him!
The timing!
Bounces their way to a victory. 30 fade for the get-go.
God! Bouncing is the way to victory, as you said. What a timing! But, oh my god, I can't believe it. Crash didn't clear out Bouncer on the pocket side there, on the little cubby. Like, if they were to catch Bouncer there, it could have had a chance, 2v1. Oh, despite the fact that, Viper was playing short, a little bit of a long angle playing the ult, but still, that's just so unfortunate with that take, no? Like, oh my god. The clear.
So well done. It's so well done to play on the timing, and sometimes that's all it is. It is about that timing. It's just, hey, you got unlucky, if you will, or call it skill, whatever you want to say. Right now, it's another B-side look as UBC Black going back to the Trident through. They love trying to clear this garden, get this orb for themselves, and then wander into another zone. But look at that angle. I see a Brimstone from the side of SFU Raccoons just kind of hiding their way throughout these alleyways.
I also don't think it's going to be B exact because both of the controllers are on that A side. They won't have any util to try to take smokes to take the B side. So I think it's just going to be rotate towards that A side there. But the timing! No way! Blend0, don't do it. Don't you dare do it. Don't you. Oh my god! Stop it right now. Blend0, free upgrade gun, numbers advantage too in favor of the Raccoons right now. Back up towards the oval side, and now the Showstopper is gonna come in, try to clear or try to get anything, but no, unlucky.
Well, you're actually going to wander around the side and see a body as Super Haven says, thank you very much. Day turned to night here.
One enemy remaining.
Another showstopper finds okay, and Rio bounces, last one alive. You can try and hold it down, but of course there's only so much to do. You get one more before falling, and it's 3 dead, but Raccoons are more than happy to keep it at a 2-round disadvantage. Very nice retake.
Very nice retake indeed. That flank though is so crucial. Like how much impact did that flank have? Not just numbers, right? But also like with the gun upgrade.
We're going back in.
Oh man. I mean, I'm starting to get very impressed by what the Raccoons are throwing down here. The flanks, the opportunities, just kind of feeling a little bit more ballsy with how they want to play and how they want to aggress. It is working for their line. I mean, it was something that we didn't see in the earlier rounds, and yet it feels like they kind of come into this confidence. They're also a team that has won their opening round. They want to take this game as well, and it's on UBC Black to try and lay on a pretty hefty victory. They're so close to hitting that halfway point, and then once you turn 2, that defense might be better. But right now, entry into A side.
UBC is going to take that current angle with the judge. One of the most broken guns, in my opinion, in this game to ever exist, onto that lantern site, and Super Haven's gonna hold and play the timing off towards the main site, just trying to find something, anything. Oh, but the timing, Slenzera, as well as Real Bouncer. No team take off each other. Ooh, Viper, unfortunately gets shot down by May. 2v3. Oh, the defenders have the angle advantage. They know that they're stuck there with the judge too. It's impossible. It's just so hard on those long angles as well. As Keith now is firing those darts inside Lantern to force, the last person, the last little parade there out
I mean, the best that you can do here is run through that teleporter, try and save that gun, and Spike. You barely made it. However, it's only a matter of time. At least you get those charges. You go ahead and hit that plant, look for a couple exits, and honestly, Rio Bouncer last time was able to hang on pretty dang well. So there's a chance. Great break of that recon, but they do spike you out. That's one though. You still have a lot of HP to work with. Are you gonna hang on? Right side, you see the body, you don't get the kill. Keith is able to keep their life, and it's gonna be 4 rounds to Raccoons.
Oh, just unfortunate that whiff though, but very good job in isolating that fight, trying to kill the Silva first before moving on to the next person to get traded out there. Oh my god, I really like how patient that the Raccoons are playing. Despite having a bunch of ults and having gun advantage, they're just being so patient right now.
They're on the defensive, I get it. They can play a lot slower, but UBC Black have seemed to lose a little bit of confidence in how they want to play. You're seeing them weight down the timer, and as soon as it hits about that 30-second mark, you have to be pressuring somewhere. You have to be willing to kind of push in, and it feels like they kind of lost that magic, especially after that flank. You lost 2 pretty much for free over there on Showers. They've been a lot more careful, so whether it be careful or whether it be just, lost confidence, either way, I want to see if they can turn it around, because they've been sitting on these 5 rounds for a while.
Yeah, they have. Raccoons have definitely, bring the momentum in their favor. It looks like more confidence on their end, as well as UBC Days now also holding with the Bucky. Once again, a shotgun in the lantern side. Tight angles, good use of the shotgun. However, with ever so many people still alive, and the bomb is not down. 60 seconds, they still have plenty of options, plenty of opportunity to go for that rotate there, especially with the Viper on that hold on flank. It's really hard. Oh, but UBC Day gets one, and Shakal also gets one. On to keep sort of bringing the numbers down on site ever so lower, and UBC gets a free vandal upgrade there by Day.
Such a nice pickup here. And honestly, holding it down here for UBC Black, they have slowly, methodically moved their way into the site. And not only that, they haven't shifted positions. Take a look at where they're all set up. It is on the lower side of A. They know Raccoons are pushing in from that CT spawn, so no reason to put yourself in dire straits. No reason to push in and try and find those extra kills. Raccoons are not going to be looking to try and get, that defusal off. They're going to be looking for exit frags at this point. Very nice pit to go, and Seb gets the extra piece. Call is going to fall. All they're really looking for. Quick taps up on the rooftop as a Heaven leads to Super Haven's death. And that's going to be the end as Raccoons lose out. UBC Black breathe a sigh of relief as they finally get their 6th.
And with that 6, bringing back that confidence indeed. Playing very smart, playing very slowly and methodically too, as you said. Playing the timer out, aware that they have plenty of time, especially with how small this map is. The rotates are quite fast and they can play mind games off that.
I think that's something that, you know, I'm scared to see. The longer the game goes on, the longer we sit there and go, okay, how are we going to make this work? How are we able to bait out the opponent? And that does come down to, do you get the flank options? Do we get the rotates off? Or do we just go straight forward and do we go fast and slow? All these things kind of culminate in how do we get the win? You can see here, Raccoon's actually hard shoving up the mid. This is going to be a big, dangerous one to kind of play for.
And they'll keep taking a book out of, you know, the black side. Oh my god, Viper with a big kill onto Zera. But Seb gets a trade there, and Shaw as well. The top fragger, the controller, dominating with that kill as well. 3v4. Haven't cleared Atlantis yet because they know there could be someone there still, guys. They could be holding with a shotgun. Maybe taking a page out of Day's book there. And this CT take quite the fast and smart play there. It might be putting them in such a good position as well.
And I think a huge part of what's going down is Raccoons are trying to find and almost limp their way into sight. But that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, and with Shakal more than readily available. They're safe, but Seb gets one through the box. Day kind of lost that line that you need. Shakal with 4. Beautiful util usage. None the wiser
Last
as
round in the half.
lose another, and it's 7-4 right now.
Oh my god, big kills coming from Shakal. And that's gonna bring that Omen ult up online too. But at the same time, okay. Got also the cabbages, the little seekers out there, potentially for some information. The ult's coming online. If we take a look at that, it's gonna put them in quite the odd positioning. You know, we got the seekers coming in, but we also got the Sobol as well as the Gecko ult coming in from the attackers there too. So the takes could be a bit different. Could be faster, could be slower, maybe more patient.
Right now, I don't think you want to get a little bit messy in front. UBC Day going to walk their way through and see how much they can get. And I feel like they have a good idea that, yes, there was someone there. Now the Seekers go out. You see a swarm of 3, so at least 3 over on this side. You're going to wait for a Lurker to try and file through on the other B side. Still not fully hit. As UBC Black say, we couldn't really find anyone. We weren't able to use those Seekers to scout a kill. Let's look at the teleported play.
And with Shakal on that showers take, you know, with the space already taken up, going towards the A side, you know, going for the exact arrow when they saw 3 on the B side. Oh, Thrash is gonna come in, but gets shut down and trying to run away is Mig, but Day gets 1. And Day now playing that smoke towards the heaven side, but they're not aware. Oh, we're not aware enough as Lenzera gets killed there. But all good. Keep is there for that trade. All good. Oh, but look how close Shakal is playing as well as 2v3 down to the numbers game.
30 seconds left.
Getting a kill into Shakal. 2v2. What? The bomb is on B now, and it's gonna be a full retake from the TP side from Puka.
It's still going to be a little bit difficult. Do you split or do you not? And I think the call is to split. Hold Puka for a couple more seconds. Wait for Superhaven to get into the right spot. I mean, this could be the option. I think okay kind of understands that someone might flank around. That's Thrash to be sent out. Superhaven looking left running, but you got the perfect angle and you get 1. Easy does it, plus a detain on the other side. And it's a freebie for Superhaven. 3K as Raccoons keep this close 7-5 moving into the second half.
2 teams, Raccoons as well as the Blacks, you know, just trading rounds off each other back and forth. 5-7 switching over
sides
to the another half. But again, the way that both of the teams are playing have been very, very smart. Both teams have been really taking their time with their rounds, not really overly rotating too much, you know, still covering each other's angles like that. Like, just completely different from the way we saw that last game, the last series that we had, where one team was playing very slow, and the other team was playing very fast. I do think the name of the game is probably play it slow. Take your time with it, right? Like, I don't know. That's what it seems like to me right now.
I think it is. Play it slow, play it smart, and don't get overconfident. I mean, you see the kill spread right there. Shakal has been that leader for a while, the only one on double digits, and by that, almost doubling Rio Bouncers kills right now. Like, playing it slow has led to Shakal leading on that kill board. But right now, Raccoons might see a different story. They themselves are going to try their best to kind of wind themselves up into a victory path. Remember, with only 2-round difference, is still going to lead to a pretty safe outcome. Either it leads to an 8-8 or a 7-8 situation, or it leads to a 9-6 for UBC. At least in my opinion, this is going to be the rush, though. Shower lit up by UBC Black.
No, that's on the day, as well as the combo with the Gecko.
One
Back
enemy
and forth, and all the kills are being taken by the Blacks right now, bringing them to that pistol win. Flawless, not a single person going down. Just one person slightly below the low on the HP bar, but now they can go for that full buy. And again, that force by Shakal with the Vandal could be really deadly here. Could be really deadly.
I think it is going to be really deadly. I don't know any other way to put it. This is theirs to work with, and Day going ahead with that 2-pump sniper, if you will. Going to try and find a couple kills themselves for Raccoons. They themselves are not going to force buy, no reason to do so. Go ahead and play this one smart. You have plenty of a safety net. The only question is, are you going to hard rush it? That's my big question. Are you going to punch through? And it looks like they might. They've in a dangerous spot. Snipe number one.
Oh my God, what?
Body. And looking for another, but that's a big turnaround. Raccoons able to find two.
My God, the conversion over there, especially with those guns at Showers there, now putting them in a better position in terms of firepower. However, Shakal, once again, with the Vandal online, we know how deadly Shakal is with those shots. Unfortunately, doesn't put the shot right there. What made? Gets all the shots on there, damages out, and Viper is
Spike
down as well.
A.
2v3, Spike is down. They're going to have to do something with the Shower side. Shakal finding the second, and the third is down with that deadly Vandal once again. Well played by the Blacks there.
I mean, at this point, it feels good, but you have to remember now Raccoons are going to buy up. This is that big test. Last time it happened, UBC Black were able to run through pretty quickly on 4 straight. I don't know if that's going to happen here. That was on the attack. It felt a little bit more unwavering skills. But for Raccoons, I think they're also going to play this one a little bit smarter. You don't want to give over free kill. You know Shakal's sitting there with that Vandal. No reason to take any undue risks. But Raccoons are going to line it up again. The shower side hit is the 3rd time in a row that they're looking for this.
But they're getting ahead. We can see a bunch of dudes coming on scans, Dizzy, as well as the Nade, May fighting for that orb, trying to farm for that ult, and now Shower's control is all there. However, they, on the other angle, getting the kill onto Super Haven there. And now the rest of the team is going to be forced to play it slower again, trying to play off of each other. But Slender gets one, gets two, and Seb as well. 4v2 situation. Blacks are just holding in. Oh my God! 1v2. Blacks are turning it around. It was in favor of Raccoons there. Oh my God. Okay. Dizzy. Oh, but Seb gets that last kill on 2. Okay, and clutching out that round.
If they mess with one of
9.
us,
Nice
they mess
scoreboard
with
there
all of
for
us.
ya. And the Raccoons are looking quite confident there. They're looking quite comfortable in that situation.
I don't know if we can call it confident when you're only left on 1 player alive. As much as that's a good win, I do agree, an amazing win, even. It still doesn't take away from the fact that you allow the likes of Viper to come back with a 2K at that very end. It feels like a little bit of an overstep, and for your round victory, you still had to buy out. Raccoons, a little bit frustrated most likely. They got the win, but they still had to buy out for 4 people, and now they got to try and get another win on the board if they want to start building that econ lead. That is their main goal. Build an econ lead, really get close to UBC Black in terms of numbers, and don't allow them to hit double digits right away.
Still have like a pretty comfortable lead on the Black side. 3 rounds, though not 5 or 6, but still a significant lead there. Looks like it's going to be default towards the B side a little bit more. Look at that take towards Showers. Again, 4 times in a row have the Raccoons been taking that control, taking that initiative, and aggressing towards the Shower side with a bunch of information, knowing that there's no one towards that Shower side, now clearing towards that short side, trying to clear there. Now it's going to allow them the opportunity to kind of hold, you know? Oh my god! And Day gets the sneaky take onto Cape, and Real Bouncer following up right behind him, and one more person on the short side. Oh, it's gonna really put them in such a tight position in terms of choosing which side to take. Look at that domination, that space, and just the game sense in general.
In this run, I mean, this is
30 seconds left.
this is gonna be a little bit scary. You can see the pinch going in. You're forced into that mix three, pushing on the side, and you get the spray down. Super Haven pretty much unloads the entire clip there. And it looks like it spins here in a 3v3. So UBC Black are able to filter in, and they're gonna go for hookah as well. However, Seb ready for the shotgun spree. And it's looking like a menace here, blinds him out of
Seb! Oh!
No, you don't. Seb with the 4K as the Dragoons to take a second in a row.
Seb going absolutely crazy there. Her beautiful Dizzy coming out, and timeout is also going to be initiated by the team. That was absolutely crazy. The hold was beautiful. The rotate was amazing. Like in general, like as we said, this is the best of one series. If whoever wins in their respective groups, only top 8 go out of the 16 teams. So this does not leave a lot of room for mistakes. Like you have to make sure that you are doing the absolute best to ensure your gameplay is as tight as possible.
I mean, these two are ranked 4th and 5th in the standings. Not in the standings, but in the original seeding aspect. And I wouldn't be surprised to really feel why they are playing to such a high degree, and it's been very enjoyable throughout the entirety of this matchup. I wouldn't be surprised to see both these squads moving on into the bracket stage. They're playing like they mean to be here. And honestly, I don't see it stopping anytime soon. Seb stepping up here in the last few moments has really solidified it as a close match. Only 2-round difference here. UBC Esports, of course, taking their second timeout. I believe they had one earlier on in the first half as well. And after that timeout, it was nice. It wasn't amazing, but maybe that mental shift is saying, hey, we got to watch out for these different angles and look out for how do we take out Seb kind of thing. If those are what they have discussed, I'm excited to see what the outcome is here as we get back underway.
And 2-round differential, slowly but surely entering that gap so they can even out the scoreboard there. Faster Twosome come out potentially by the Raccoons here as a dart and a lot of utility being used there. Thrashland come online as well, trying to clear out Hookah, gets Hookah clear, and now clear out the rest of the side. No one is there to hold them back. It's a free side take for the Raccoons.
See what more they can do here, though. Right now, it's a very quiet entry into this B site, and an easy one to lay down here. UBC Black, remember, they don't really have the equipment in their hands either, so they have to save. They had to take a choice, and it took the 50-50. And now they're going to look for any of these exits. Are they really going to find any sort of angle? The long spots won. Don't find any kills, but Hookah's side is going to rush out here.
Standing ahead.
First, they're holding steady, trying to filter through, and that's Rio Bouncer to get one before falling.
Oh, positioning. Look at the flanks. Oh, Keep gets a kill onto Day. Huge kills coming in.
Player standing.
Okay. Gets a kill onto Keep. One Keep is left alone in this almost 1v4 with the Thrash as a Maeve gets a last kill onto okay. Once again, the gap is ever so slightly going slower and smaller and smaller. 8-9, 1-round differential. I mean, look at the ults now. 4 ults available for the Blacks there, as well as 2 ults available for the Raccoons.
I mean, so far, it feels quite dominant from Raccoons. This is that big turning point. If you're able to win this next one, if you're able to win over this gun round, all of a sudden you put yourself in a spot to overtake the side of UBC Black, and if you carry this momentum forward, there's no way to stop it. UBC Black already lost all their timeouts. It's going to have to be an in-game mental shift. I'm not sure if it's really going to change up here. Hard push forward. Take a look at the coverage that SFU Raccoons are currently setting down here. Or UBC Black, they are the ones kind of putting themselves forward here into Garden, into the showers. Now wisely backing up, waiting for the opponent to come to them.
And with the ults online as well, it's going to be quite the crucial fights coming in. Slanzero gets it on the Viper, however, Real Bouncer just unfortunately whips the shots onto Slanzero, securing his second kill. And Maeve with that quick take onto site, clearing out, but getting sprayed down from the CT side. And buddy, they're going to have to hold that retake. But look at Maeve, the showstopper is still online. Still possibilities for this take here.
Oh. It's quite one as well. UBC Black don't want to make a wrong move. Of course, they have to make a move or they look for exits and save the guns. Their econ is pretty much in shambles as well, so I wouldn't be too upset at watching those try and save, but Day is going to try and find at least 1 or 2, and you can't even do that.
No.
Seb, this savior for SFU Raccoons, looking dang strong.
Yeah, like surely they save here. They can't even go for those exit frags like you said. Their econ is just in so much trouble. But with a couple ults still online for them, it's still possible to convert this half over and possibly secure this map or the series between UBC as well as the SFU teams. Yeah, a couple ults coming online. We also got the Orbital Strike, Slend Zera. Potentially maybe a fast take on A with that orbital strike to clear out lanterns, potentially. But then there's also the showstopper to clear backside, so I feel like a fast A take might be smart here, no?
I think it would. I wouldn't use the orbital strike though. I personally really enjoy using that orbital strike on retake defense. You go ahead and just post her away. It's almost like another Viper side, and you use that showstopper instead to enter. You just kind of pop that ult and say, hey, it's ours. But Slend Zera instead getting gooed out and told, no, you can't really enter here. UBC Black are going to try their best as well to stall out this fight. Remember, as long as time winds down, UBC Black are allowed to kind of be that front runner in almost guiding where they want SFU Raccoons to go.
With the wall always set up on the short side, they do have plenty of util to help them take this side. Backside's being taken, however, shower side is just the most dominant take there. However, Superhaven gets a kill onto Shakal, but Lantern's not fully cleared out. They have not fully cleared out that angle. And with the rest of the team coming in for that backup and Thrash online for Real Bouncer, this retake here is gonna look pretty juicy for the Blacks there. Never mind, Superhaven gets another kill day. And just everyone loves to prove me wrong these days, eh?
It happens a lot more than we'd like to announce. Rio Bouncer, though, finds a very caught out Seb. Seb will fall, but of course, Raccoons are still holding on to their own, but they lose 2 in the blink of an eye. No chance to even hold. Here's the holding strike to try and slow them down, but still coming through a little bit too quickly. UBC Black going ahead and just waiting. We're going to go ahead and sit on top of the Molly, but I think it's done. Viper will find one more. The round is over, but at least
One
they finish
enemy
them off.
remaining.
It'll be the round for Raccoons. But it was a painful one at that.
What a smart usage on the util. We got the back-to-back orbital cannon, we got the molly, and then we got the Silva ult, Hunter's Fury coming in to keep them off of the spike, and keep them off of the bomb in general. And also, I think it was quite the unfortunate retake for Real Bouncer there. I think he wasn't quite trying to pick up his little buddy there. He was trying to go for maybe a half defuse, but unfortunately his little buddy ended up taking Pio before the defuse there.
Feels bad.
Feels
right now,
quite terrible.
I don't think it'll ever not feel bad there. We are still waiting though. This is going to be Raccoon's first time ever getting a lead here in this game. And we'll see if they're able to make it really work here. You want to be able to branch into that 11 or 12 in good standing as well, and be able to work your way from there. But UBC Black are going to make it very difficult. Showstopper in their own. With the Viper Spit to deter an A-side push for right now, does mean that Raccoons are kind of sitting over on this B side, like, do we want to try and push it? What do we want to do? We have eyes on 1. Understood. Maybe eyes on 2 more.
The Blacks did start out playing a little bit faster compared to the Raccoons, and it looks like, you know, both teams are around the same tempo here, both playing really, really slow. And I wonder if, you know, with the Raccoons now, you know, finding that the slow tempo is definitely suiting them a lot more compared to the Blacks, since they're pulling forward on that take. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Takes coming in, scans are coming out, but Seb gets kill on Real Bouncer. Okay, gets 2, and now that's going to be the Viper Spit online for Superhaven as 3v3 spike is down. But something here. So much is being thrown at Shakal. Shakal's just dodging, bombing, leaving. Gets 1. Looking for a second. Unfortunately, Keep gets the trade instead. And Keep is now by himself in a 1v2. High low. Oh, but Day is there for that secure onto Keep. And it's going to bring them back into another 10. Or again, like, they are bringing it back. They're just trading rounds back and forth.
I mean, I feel like it's been a while since we've seen that full-on trade. I mean, it has been a run of 5 for the side of the Raccoons. There is no bouncing here. Unless we see UBC Black able to find another, it's going to feel worse for where both squads currently lining up to what could be that situation of an OT. But with the double ultimates ready for Raccoon's side, I have a feeling they're going to have more entry time than they could possibly want. Now the question is, do they go for a default first? Do they set up, try and get maybe that shower kill, which, I mean, remember, I think it was Raccoons to hit that showers, I think like 3 times at the start of their attack. This time around have yet to really go over there. Instead, looking at B side, saying, hey, that's going to be our main option of attack, at least for the time being.
Out of
I
charges
think
right
both
here.
teams are definitely favoring that default, that really slow play, being very patient, trying not to make as many mistakes as they can, especially in this best of 1 series. A lot of fights and shots being taken on that a long exchange. However, I wonder if a fast take might benefit either of the teams here, especially Day taking that initiative and getting the kill onto Super Haven. That's 1 person down towards Shower. Not a lot of control now on that Shower side, as they now have to go for that short take.
Enemy tagged.
I mean, if they can make this work, it's going to be great. Raccoons, for the first time, feel like they're kind of stacking up in one area and kind of trying to break their way through, but Day was more than ready. Slim Zera is now down, and they trying to walk their way forward. All the poison in the world, though, slowing down their advancement. They was able to work, and now they shoot through the box. Great one. Viper is down. Looking for another if you can. Even the score to a 3. It's kind of waiting their angle, but Day with 3K. Saying I want a bit more, but it's more than enough with the space provided. 3v2 now. The rest of UBC Black can make their way through. Showstopper tries to go up. Not really able to find it. Didn't find one of back
Oh my god!
Last player standing.
Got it? Are you kidding me?
God.
Down to a 1v1. Dire.
Oh
Hit back the shot. She
my.
holds on. And it's Raccoons to push to 11.
The Raccoons are just hitting crispy shots. That kill by May through the blind. Can we just stop and talk about that for a second? How? Orbital how? Like what? Lucky?
I have no idea.
It was
I
so
honestly,
lucky.
it was so good. And honestly, that was the kill that you needed. It was looking bad. You see Black had the right idea. You had the player advantage. But these members of Raccoons are just stepping up at what feels like the last possible moment. Take a look at that kill spread. By the way, Raccoons are all sitting between, I think it was 15 and 11. Everyone has had pretty good participation. UBC Black, it still has led to a pretty high run by the call. And now with over, that's where May said, screw everything else. We lost showers 120 times. We take it this time.
Oh my god, that change up in tempo to make it a little bit faster now. With the Thrash getting the 2, now the numbers. No one's there to hold the A site. Heaven is locked up with smoke. They have to go for 3-man retake. Down numbers and down like just util in general. They don't have much information as well. With so much space being taken out, they have to clear so many angles here. This retake is going to be so hard for them to do.
Oh, man.
Trying to clear it out.
Raccoons are really coming into their own right now. And honestly, I can't really blame them as Slim Zera. It's just like they got nothing. They don't really have the weapons available. They're gonna have to run away here. I mean, at this point, we just don't want to give the charges over. That's all we don't want to give. UBC Black, they're gonna have to fight 4 game points the best that they can. That's the finish that you want. Raccoons, flawless round to put themselves on game point.
Such a close series between the two. 12-10. I really like the change of pace. You know, we saw that both the Blacks and the Raccoons were both playing very slow. But once the Raccoons were changing up to a faster tempo, especially that last round, what a smart move. And I wonder if that's how like the last round is gonna play out, whether they're gonna play fast or not.
I think it's just all hands on deck. I mean, we see 2 ops coming out here. Seb is running one. I think Shakal's running the other. Like, this is going to get messy. Whether it's fast or slow, someone's dying in the first 30 to one of these ops, like 100%.
But if the op shots do not connect, it's going to be quite dangerous there. Quite the precarious situation you're going to be in. Oh, this op. How? Oh, no, the timing on the op shot. You know, both trying to hold that angle and now switching off as Slim Zera has taken the hookah control. And looks like they might pivot towards that B site. But look at that space being taken towards tree, towards that long side. Look at that space.
Deploying drone.
High. A little bit of that.
Was he spotted?
Valorant said, hey, I'm ready to go. Oh
my god,
what? Kill like you want. He falls up behind. Viper tried his little peek, but you don't get it. It's still Raccoons in the 4v2. And I think that's all they need. The last 2 from UBC Black, high-tailing it into what can only be called a disadvantageous situation around the 1000. gets one.
No.
I mean, Shakal has got to come up with some nasty work to win.
Not just nasty, he needs a prayer. He needs every single god available on this earth right now. What seems like one person answered his prayers, but with an off on that retake, it's so hard to find it. And looks like Raven
Attackers
finish
win.
off Shakal with a clean 13-10 in favor of the Raccoons. And Sam and Fraser University are gonna move on to the top 8. There we go. Wow, what a game! Like, what did you think about that entire thing, especially that last round? Like, the way they took that.
I think Seb stepped up. At the end of the day, it was Seb that pretty much I think it was 4 rounds on their own, pretty much carried throughout a majority share. And it really gives a lot of confidence to your team. I don't know if you noticed, but it felt like they were more confident in taking a lot of their fights. On this attacking side, it felt like they kind of woke up and they said, okay, we have Seb. We can rely on Seb. We can just keep pushing through. And UBC, I mean, they had some moments. They had some good starts. I mean, Shakal, for all that was worthy, even though Seb stepped up, Shakal was still like the top dog at the end.
That guy.
It becomes painful at the end of the day. Just it feels bad that Shakal had to shoulder the entire weight. So UBC not down and out yet, but it feels great for SFU. They are the first ones to lock in their playoff spot.
First ones to lock their playoff spots. Indeed, looking forward to how they're gonna play and maybe do the same thing. Maybe play slow, maybe play fast. But as we move into this next match between the future teams, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors, TELUS or TELUS Arena. So TELUS Arena is the best place for Canadian gamers to play, improve their skills through free coaching from the pros, or compete to win thousands of dollars in prizes. Whether you're a casual gamer looking to learn or a pro gamer looking to win, there's a place for you at TELUS Arena with monthly events across a variety of gamers. There is always something going on. Make sure to join TELUS Arena Discord to stay updated on all of their activities. And their Discord is discord.gg/TELUS-arena. And for the Twitch command, it's ! capital TELUS, a capital A, Arena. Thank you so much for TELUS for sponsoring this game. And we'll take a quick little break or set up the next match for you. Looking forward to it. It's going to be real exciting for y'all. Be right back. Welcome back, gamers, to the Canadian Intercollegiate Exhibition CIE Day 5, first day of our Valorant round robins. And our next match, again, is going to be the San Francisco University Pinks this time, not the Blacks, the Pinks, versus Fanshawe Field on to our match. And what map are we going on, actually? Looking at it's going to
I
be...
think, we are going to a little bit of the wet world. We're going to Lotus. We went straight from like, oh yeah, this is a time and a half, you know, we're enjoying ourselves, into like, we are going a little bit of the new school.
I freaking hate Lotus. I hate Lotus so much. Dude, this map has 3 different sites. And okay, maybe it's just my teammates, but like at the same time, it's 3 different sites. It's like hard to take sometimes, you know. CT, T side, it doesn't even matter. It's such a big map. So the rotates from both defense and offense side are gonna be real hard. And oh my god, like in general, this map is one of my Achilles heel is what I can say.
What I'm hearing is you don't play with the team. You
Hey,
just don't want to rotate.
hey.
You don't want to do anything like that. I mean,
First of all, okay, yes, I'm a duelist main. But second of all, that's why I play Clove now, because I can go in and die, and then I can just smoke for my team. Okay, so like, I don't like you calling me out like that. No, I'm kidding. It's all good. Anyways, going on to this round, we're coming in with this first pistol, and it looks like we got the Fanshawe Field is going to be on that defense, and then the Saints are going to go on that offensive side. And no, mirror matchup with the Braves and the Breach. Disgusting combos. I hate it. I hate every moment of it. The stun and nade. I don't know about you, Orbital, but I freaking hate it. I died like 5 times to those.
Oh man, I love it. I love every moment of it. And honestly, I will say Lotus is actually one of my favorite maps. That one and Breeze are my 2. Obviously Breeze, like RIP, RIP and all that stuff.
No.
But I love very open maps. And of course, when it comes to Lotus, you don't have that open opportunity. But it does sometimes feel like these rotates cause problems. That's how you protect your teammate. Slayer getting some help from Kane.
Oh my god, you know, looking like that fast take, especially with a double peek left and right, clearing both the person holding the freaking angle as well as the person with the turret online still. And now the ball on that retake. What a fast take. And Kaho! 1, 2, beautiful flash! 3! Oh my god! Kaho! Oh my god, Kaho! Oh, looking for another one! Oh, this is nice! What? What? This is the second knife we've had. I wasn't expecting this many knives on day 1 of Valorant. What is going on?
They're having fun. Is all they're doing here. Honestly, I think that's enjoyable at the end of the day, because right now, keep in mind, SFU Pink are leading 2-0 in their group stage. Now, keep in mind, this is one of the groups that had only 3 teams in it, so they had an automatic win, so they were able to beat, I believe, OTSU. And so that's what we're kind of watching for. But for SFU Pink, this would secure them first place. If they win here, they are secured first place. They are the team to beat, and that would be kind of all they're looking for. At the current moment, though, it's going to be a little bit more fun. Remember, they got the knife, they got pretty clean game 1. Now they're looking for an A side hit, which Fanshawe Fuel, they rush C side, and they're met with 0 resistance.
It's just, oh my god, you're telling me they're not just feeling confident, they're feeling real arrogant right now. I don't know about that. And maybe they're gonna be taken down a notch, especially by Jackie G on Tahoe. And Slayer was back up with a couple shots, but with numbers. 3v2. Oh, kind of hard right now. It came trying to find this 2v2. Oh. Dodges the stun there. However, he's looking towards backside, but with some util available online, such as that flash is looking kind of hard for them to secure this round. And the run and gun is crazy. This is no longer Valorant, guys. Welcome to Apex. CIE is now. We have Apex now. If you guys want to sign up.
Oh my god.
This is
it's fun as hell to watch it all go down. At the same time, huge win to Fanshawe Fuel whenever it comes to that extra round there, the second. It feels rough if you don't get any kills behind it. But you got 3. Normally it's only 2, so you're able to knock 3 guns out, and you give yourself a pretty nicely spaced third round. So for Fanshawe Fuel, this is one that they most likely feel that they can win. SFU Pink, of course, working with a little bit more budget. I think the Guardians were coming out in full force. This time around, though, it'll be a big question as Stu goes ahead, recollects, and is happily going to wait that 8-second timer.
And collecting potentially those orbs. There are 2 orbs closer to both, you know, the T side for the attackers to take. If you farm these orbs for Gecko, you can get thrashed for quite a bit. Especially, you know, not to like flex my Gecko gameplay here, but usually on this attack side, I like thrash 3 times. So I'm just saying. And hopefully we might see that as well. Slayer's gonna have that nade out, and now it's gonna go for faster towards the C side. Gonna put it out that flank side, I'm sorry, the CT side, with a bunch of utils with that backup. Flash is pretty safe there. However, with that very cringe angle on the plant, it is also available for spam towards the main side. And look at Sustain. Sustain, aware, trying to get one, but doesn't matter. Stu is cooking up a storm right now, and Thrash is already online on the second round. What did I say? Oh my god, cookage. Oh my god, welcome to the kitchen. Pink is cooking.
SFU Pink just rolling through these battles right now, and Fanshawe Fuel left a little bit in the wind right now. This reminds me all the way back of our first game on the day. It felt very overwhelming in the earlier rounds. Granted, UBC Black had the same start and then faltered a little bit towards that end. So these are, you know, we've seen these early starts of the 3-0 and everything like that. It's outside the norm. It's what you do afterwards that really shows us more. Fanshawe Fuel, though, you mentioned before on Lotus, is a little bit hard to cover every angle. You do have to give a sight. At this point, they're going with 3-2. Question marks bound. His A side is going to be that big call out. And of course, all they have really is pistols. Stu gets the shot through the wall.
God, Stu, stop the cookage, please, and thank you. Give them a chance to breathe. When look at the awareness on the flank as well, with Glow getting that kill onto Boys. And oh my god, Kane also just holding that B side. And they're just slowing down that take now, trying to force the rotates fast towards A side, but that's going to leave C super vulnerable as Glow, slowly but surely, with the smoke still up, going to take the C side, smoking off, and now it's going to be a fast take towards C.
Let's see what they can do here. Right now, on this site, it's a big hold, and once again, they're more than happy kind of hanging on here, but Fanshawe Fuel, I mean, you don't really have weapons in hand, so it's like you kind of throw yourself to the wolves, and you just want at least a trade. Like, you want 1 or 2 for your 3 lives here. At this point, angle, though, it's going to be a whole different question as Low gets one up on the top. Kaho says bye-bye.
No.
Sustain is able to find 1 thanks to a low with the faint shell, but other than that, you're not getting much.
Oh
Wingman with a knife.
God.
Watches it go down. Slayer says thank you very much.
No. We need to stop. No. Actually, no. Can we please get a tech clause? Someone please stop them from knifing. We need to put like a limit where like only 1 knife per half or 1 knife per game, because this is getting a little bit too disrespectful in my opinion. Well, all good. You know why? Because that's what's Kaho with that ult already. 2 ults already been used by the pink team. We got Stu with that Thrasher early in the round, and now with the shutdown, the lockdown from Kaho, we can go for a really fast take on that C side and just take all of sight there. Oh my god, what a fast and dominant like round so far, and we're already on like round 5 too. Like, although this is going way too fast.
Going great. I don't know what you're saying. I mean, SFU Pink are like, I see no problems with this. We love this. Of course, they are getting stopped up a little bit. Right now, outside of the site, this is the understood. They have weapons against them, but they can just hard chase in. Remember, when a team feels good, they are rolling strong. Hard force out, and that's a chase and a half. And you get a little extra, but staying with the op gets 1 more in return. Kaho, though, finds one on the other angle, and now you rotate through. Glowing after that kill, almost a
oh, no.
Keep that op alive. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but the extra kill on the other side leads it to a 3-2. Now Sustain in a dangerous spot. He can't get the kill outside. And Stu carries on with the Guardian. SFU Pink, 5 in a row, and very strong.
5 in a row, rolling it down, snowballing it down, rolling it down the huge hill that is the winner's lane. And it looks like as well that beautiful lockdown coming in from, Kaho there, as well as just unfortunate mistiming by Glow's paranoia there for Slayer to get that kill. But either way, securing that round, super, super smart. As well as the fact that we know that C in general is a pretty, it's usually a harder site to take, but once you take that site, it is a harder site to retake as well for the defenders. So choosing to use that bomb or to use that ult on the C site was really, really smart and really well played by the Pinks there.
They are just wrecking through this fight. Staying though with a hard push with that Spectre trying to show up, gets sniped from the backside. So the most you'll get is one. Our Fanshawe Fuel going to try and do a little bit more work, a little bit of a concussion sent through their Kane, wandering in. He didn't check the middle. So
Oh my God.
Holding on. Mink said thank you very much. You are blinded though. So Stu cooks up a storm, and Fanshawe Fuel left to the wayside.
Oh,
and this
okay.
looks so done. Kaho is going to get stunned up, but the teammates are there to cover. And Boyce is just like, okay, I don't know what else to do here. This is going to be a problem.
It wasn't even Boyce's ult there. It was his own teammates' ult. They were just playing around and then just decide the other teammate. And now they're going for Showstopper and connects him from such a long angle. Boyce just goes down, but all good. Only Sheriff's there. Probably
Okay,
able to buy this next round there. But
78
sixth round,
left.
this is
Hopefully
a
that's enough.
sweep currently. And what are we, like 5 minutes into this game? And already 6 rounds have passed. So these are not just like slow, methodical rounds. These are just pure power. It's about drive. It's about power. And what is it about, Orbital? Finish it for me.
Nothing else, because that
No!
verse was
What do
so
you
bad when I
mean?
heard it.
No!
The verse was so bad when I heard it, man. Like, I felt so bad for Tech9. I was so depressed after that. It was like, oh my god. I'm not finishing that for all the life of me. SFU Pink don't want to let this one be finished against them either, as they push out to this A side, and Slayer is on a rampage right now. Another headshot to collect this orb. And it just feels like Fanshawe can do nothing to try and fire back.
They're hungry. They're devouring the other team.
Oh my god, stop.
It's gonna be it. 5v4. The numbers are in favor of still spraying through the box and gets to kill a Slayer. And look at Boyce having to pay
Spike
attention
planted.
to that lurker there of the person, but Slippery. It's a little slippery there. However, look at numbers. Oh, wait. Sustain? I'm so sorry, sir. I apologize. Gonna probably try to get the half.
Last player
Oh
standing.
my gosh, Sustain with the 3K. One person left alive. They know this person's a lurker. And as they knew it, Slippery gets the last one. They're gonna detain themselves too. What am I watching? No one's taking this game seriously.
I mean, it's a lot of fun for them. And honestly, like, Sustain has been that one shining light right now for Fanshawe. And we saw it before. Seb was the one in game number 2 that we saw on the day here in the group stage. All you need is one player, really, to kind of turn it around. And I don't think it's talked about enough. Whenever it comes down to these team aspects, the weight of a good player that can almost back you up if mistakes go wrong does lend a lot of weight to how the team decides to play. If Sustain is continuing to get these kills, continuing to get these these multi-frags, it can take a lot of weight off of you. You can start playing with a little bit more confidence because you know you have someone that's on a hot streak. Of course, will it continue? That was only a single round so far. Fanshawe Fuel saying they themselves are hoping for a little bit more, but Glow sends Jackie straight to that grave. That one hurts to see.
Yeah, even though Fanshawe Fuel got the person that's super reliable, don't forget, the Pinks also got Mans here, Look at Slayer pushing up with the Vandal, gets a kill there, but don't forget, Kaho also with that lockdown, very smart, having to push out and hold those angles, and Sustain just barely misses the timing on the person taking over, and what a beautiful flash coming in, as Slayer's now put in such a good position, but Slippery is there for that backup. 1, 2, Sustain gets another one to Stu, 2, 3. Are we gonna see something new? I'm rhyming. I'm a rapper now, apparently.
Remaining.
Oh
player
my
standing.
god, but Boyce lights them up as you were rapping. It was Fanshawe wrapping up this round. Out of nowhere, it felt like it was 3 in the blink of an eye, and that is very powerful to say the least. it was well done overall, and I really enjoyed that one as SSU being kind of caught off guard after that other round loss.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too overconfident there. Two people peeking out towards that stair side, and ended up getting, picked off there, giving them, numbers advantage for that retake and allowing, Boyce to secure that round. Really well done there, and playing off that patient side and not getting too flustered and re-aggressing. I think that's totally name of the game. As long as you're not flustered in those situations, you can still win your 1v1s and turn the game over during any point of the game. Doesn't matter if it's 11-1, doesn't matter if it's 9-3. As long as you have that patience, sometimes that's all you need.
Oh man. Just slaughter. And this time, Boyce is down. Remember, Boyce is the one that clutched up last time. Not going to happen this time around. We're going to have to wait to see if Seb can pull something out here. Or not Seb. My brain does not want to work right now. Seb was in the other game.
Oh, good.
Man. Sending themselves a pretty strong one, and that's going to be the Rolling Thunder to try and break through. They almost went down, but that's going to be the call down since Dane is the one that we've watched, but currently can cut in slow.
Oh my
God.
God.
Back around the corner, but Jackie is ready to go. Stu chase out 1-for-1. Down to a 2v1 situation. Meek does not want to be here, but a quick tap. Number one. I think Stu's having a little bit of trouble.
Here's
Where do you
more.
want to go? That's a thrash set out.
No!
That's the lock. Knife him. You know you want to.
No! No, that's 3 knives for the pinks right now. We gotta stop this. Production? Anyone? Organizers? CIE executives? Can we please get a check on the knifing rules in the rulebook, please? Because this is an absolute slaughter. We are seeing double, triple homicide happening with the knives right now. And especially Stu with the second ult as well. So smart, waiting for the thrash to come a second time. Not taking the risk of trying to peek, prematurely peek, and just waiting for you to like that was just so well played. And now it's gonna put them 2-7. Still such a big advantage for the pinks now. Going for a really fast take towards a lot of confidence, rolling it down, and Slayer takes the kill on to Ming. Satchel.
Slayer wants a little bit more. Moving around the right side, says, hey, listen, that doorway
God.
is safe. This Dane is gone, and that's another one to route the corner. He didn't look further, though.
Remaining.
Slippery is so slippery, and Kaho now kind of stun up your boys just waiting around that corner, but your teammates are gone. And now the lockdown tonight ever further. It is going to be 8-2. SSU Pink are looking to go for double digits. This
is not even just like they're playing so smart, they're playing whatever. It's just fully they're just winning their gunfights, and the util usage in general has just been so pivotal and so much better compared to a fuel. Like even at the end, they're able to waste a killjoy ult in order to BM the other team. I don't know what to say at this point overall. Like Fuel's gotta do something, gotta step it up and stop this rain of arrogance from the pinks right now.
That's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. The judge is out now. Spray paint all you want. Get that emote and look for another 1, 2, 3, 4,
What is this?
5. Illegal. Thank you for killing him. Boyce is still alive.
Oh my God.
The judge cannot read another one. Out of the top
One
rope.
enemy
With
remaining.
death as Glow was able to fire away with 1 of 2 situations. The stage trying to run forward. But
standing.
Glow is ready to go. And HP is low on the other side. Boyce only 14 HP. But Boyce gets it. And it will be 3 rounds total to Fanshawe Fuel.
Last round before the
don't
switch.
think These two teams are taking this too seriously, especially that knife go in with this two be like, with Boyce being like 1 shot away from chat. Help me! I'm like losing my mind. I'm trying to analyze this as best as possible, Orbital, but then I just see like these like the completely like random plays, and I'm just like, what am I watching? This is like my silver lobbies. This is like my iron lobbies. I don't know what to say.
You're watching silver macro with like high ranking micro. That's what it is right now. I love this call down. And Kaho gets the kill.
With an Odin! We're spraying and praying with an Odin! Look at this! Look at these vibes! This is just cool! Look at this! We're playing Apex now! What? Make it 2! Like, as you should! The third one, thank God! 2v4! However, the others are still in place to stay playing for their life, trying to find something. There we go! A third! But I don't even know how impressive that round is. That team was basically throwing.
Switching sides.
This is the equivalent of buying 5 auto snipers in CS. Like this is straight up the same equivalent. It is rude. Even the chat, even SFU Pink is like, yeah. That was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, brother. Like what am I watching, brother? Oh, good. Switching it over 4-8, still in favor of the Pinks. 4 rounds. You know, not the biggest of advantages or not the biggest of round differentials. However, just based on how they're playing, they could have very easily made that a 10-2 or like an 11-1. So like, I'm definitely thinking this defense side is going to be quite still dominant for the Pigs. And I definitely think Fanchel Field gotta do something on this pistol. They gotta like pull something out. They gotta win this pistol, honestly, to try to snowball that lead and like bring it back and make them regret ever trying to throw this round.
Oh man. I mean, going into this one too, I mean, you still want to get the dub. I know you made it into playoffs, but you still want a good seeding moving in. So, you know, it never hurts to try and fight for these last few. SFU Pink, of course, on the defensive, hearing everyone on Fanchel Fuel walk their way through. Jackie said thank you very much. Kaho, though, with the phone sustain and make the right clicks no more.
No,
that's going to be just
it.
one more. Fanchel Fuel puts it to a 2-2. That 2 is rocking with that classic. Man, ready to go. Shell goes out, but that stop Slippery says not today. And it's another finish with the Sheriff, as it is going to be Fanchel Fuel to take the pistol.
Well, welcome to the slip and slide. Slippery gets the last 2 there. Very clean takes. However, again, sustain. I don't. What was sustain or was it Slayer? Someone was trying to knife the other team, and the knives are just stop it. Like at this point, it's time to rate the knife skins. Okay, we got the Karambit, pretty okay. Like if you're gonna knife, you gotta have a nice knife skin. If I see no default stuff, I'm sorry. Like not even a good knife then. And now we're going on to this next round, 8-5, 3 rounds in the bag for the Pinks as they are looking to slowly but surely, potentially have fun while they try to secure those rounds. Double satchel with the big stupid shot and a classic kill. I'm done. You take it. I can't talk anymore.
Slayer's now running his way back out, and maybe they get a chance here. Fanchel Fuel down to 2. They're gonna try and round their way to a victory here, but Glow is holding him in the doorway. Stu finds the free, and all of a sudden things are in a bind. Out of ammo though, as Mink gets a kill, and that's a jump shot. Glow lights it up, and it looks like that's going to be it. Stu carries on as SFU turn things around. 9-5 is the current score, as you just need about 4 more to win.
We have 3 Dazners in chat. We have 3 Dazners in the lobby. We got 1 from Glow. We got one from Slayer, and it look like they want to do it again. But thank God they're buying Guardians now. Well, yep, Kaho's now playing the Dazner with the Judge, so we might see another Judge kill coming in with the Odin as well. Money is looking real tight for the Fanchel Field team, as you know they're gonna have to save up for that whole buy for next round. And Kaho is looking pretty confident for that C pick. Gotta play a little bit smart, you know? With the one-way as well, kinda hard. I don't know. Are they gonna play it fast? Are they gonna play it slow?
Looks to be slow. I mean, you don't want to chase that. There's no reason to do so. No reason to try and push and get yourself killed. But for SFU Pink, in their own right, they have guns available. They don't have to push if they don't want to, and they can play this out pretty nicely. A 1-2-2 kind of situation. And you can bait it out. You know Fanchel Fuel haven't bought up. They don't have massive guns in hand, so you can wait for them to kind of float your way. Of course, at the other side, Slayer more than ready to round out with that Odin once again. This time round and ready to aim. No hip fire available.
What
That's an unfortunate walk and spray. Stu, though, still able to find a kill. Did not die, by the way. Stu was strafing for at least 4 seconds, and it is a flawless for SFU.
Yeah, remember guys when I said this is Apex? Yeah, welcome to Apex, guys. So Riot Games actually merged with Apex. No, I'm kidding. Like what am I watching? Just the back and forth strafing, the running and gunnings are like just going crazy, as well as the utility usage. It's beautiful, but at the same time, like you said, oh, they didn't have a reason to like go in. But we've the 15 rounds has happened so far, which has happened at the speed of light, by the way. There has been multiple rounds where they had no rhyme or reason to do any of the things that they did. So both teams are just unpredictable right now, and I have absolutely no predictions right now. They should be playing it smart, playing it however they want, but you know, they're just having fun, which is all that we can ask for.
I love it. See how they rock it out, though. This is gonna be a challenge. Kaho holding it down. 1-1. Slippery is able to find another kill. And with guns available, this is where things get a little bit messy. You see Fanchild feel they have a good idea. They're going to round it out into B's side, but that's going to be a little bit of splatter. Glow with more than ready headshot. Sustain said you looked a little bit too high. Mink said you looked a little bit too low. And all of a sudden, Fanchild Fuel with the player advantage are looking a little better. Of course, around the corner, Kane is able to find one, but not before the last one's alive. And Sustain finds the final kill. Fanchild Fuel grab a massive gun round for themselves.
Oh my god, converting that gun round was so crucial. Like you said, they got some vandals off of that. Their econ is looking quite nice, you know. Like, I don't know what to say. Like their econ is actually looking pretty decent for the Pinks, but on the other side, Fanchild Fuel are kind of in more of a precarious situation. They have to go in for the half buys, you know, the shield, the guardian, and the light shield, but they do have 2 ults online, so they could go for a fast take here, especially with that the Thrasher as well as the Showstopper.
I mean, I think they can do so, of course. For right now, who is really going to get the upper hand? You can already see a little bit of a fall down. They so wish Sustain, though. One of the big openers for this team has kind of rocked that scoreboard. They whisper the showstopper. They're going to try and round their way in. One shot for the mid-straight TP as Glow forces a little bit more execution. They still get the kill, but a lot was used. Stu was ready to fire away. If you get another, that's great, but you only get some body shots. No headshots available. Sustain. Second kill. Meek is able to follow through as the fall to the wayside. They didn't really have guns in their hand either. Where Slayer had bought up. And it looks like maybe I was wrong. The econ ending itself to this hard spray. And yes, get another, but Sustain said, not today. That's going to be a little bit of a shorty to take a third. And Fanchild Fuel 3 away from tying it up.
Yeah, the shorty kill at the very end too. Jump, jump. Not, you can't hit my head. I got a shorty. I got more umbrellas than you. One single shot secures that kill. Is crazy. However, you know what? I got a shout out to Glow. Glow did break the ankles, you know, did break Sustain's ankles with the ult. Unfortunately, Sustain was able to like flick over, get the kill. However, the ankle breaking was quite nice. Next round coming in, Mink does have the ult coming in for Breach, and they could go for a fast B push here, but seeing how they're playing, they also could switch between A or C. But I do like how the Pinks are playing really aggressive right now towards C. 3 people on that retake, having so much information as now they're trying to collapse and slowly but surely pinch these attacking teams away from the
You already see that call. The Nanostorm is going to slow them down. Not even close for the wingman. But Slippery says that's not the call. We are here to actually push and get more. As that's going to be 2 kills easy for the side of Fanchild Fuel. They're just washing through the opponent. Glow, though, has a gun. Able to hit one, but it's down to a 1v3. And you got to be spot on with your shots. That is not spot on. That is actually a very difficult inside shot to hit. So now you're in a difficult spot. Glow up. Glow down, Glow right in the middle. No tap on the swipe because you
not the shorty, please no. No!
And it's again Sustain looking strong as you tack on your 26th kill of the game.
Okay, we got to. Okay, I think you know, CIE, I have some proposals for y'all. You know, we banned the shorty, we banned knifing, because this is getting ridiculous. The amount of shorty kills and the amount of knife kills that we've seen in this game so far has just been absolutely ridiculous. You know, they're having fun, which is fine. But yeah, 2013 Kaho and Sustain, you know, with the 25-13 match MVP currently so far, getting those kills, absolutely crazy. A10 now, the ever so big gap is slowed down and minimized to only 2. You know, so looks like they're gonna start playing a little bit more seriously because SFU Pink have only won 2 rounds.
I mean, I hope they are. They no matter how much you mess around, you don't want to take a loss here. Glow is still going to get caught up, has to walk away, lose safety, but the rest of the team is there. Slayer gets one on the bounce, but nothing more than that with the showstopper. This Sustain is very much alive, meaning that this could still turn on its head. A good blind attack. Sustain hits a great headshot. Jackie does the same, able to trade out 1 for 1.
My
but
God.
Glow is more ready to glow than ever. And that's a double swing there, still to take Glow. So you can only swing 1 attack down to 1v1, but Kaho sends them to the grave, freezes them. Puts them on ice 11-8 as SFU just needs 2 more.
11 feet in the ground, 11 rounds won is the Pinks. They are on fire, bringing it back. However, they're still being met with quite a lot of opposition coming from the fields. They're not letting this map go that easily, especially with Sustain with a 27-14. And now the showstopper as well as lockdown online for the attackers. They could choose to go for a fast take again. And with the user to back it up. Maybe, maybe not. We shall see.
This is getting messy. That's all that we can say. And that's no! Blind show suffer. Sustain is unstoppable right now.
No roses
Dark
here.
time as the pink shot also lands on the back throw. And that's you pink
Ew,
up front, trying to
ew.
stop, but Slayer.
Ew.
Kane on the backside. Slayer
Oh
with the
my
four.
god!
Four of a kind rocks the show. SFU pink one away.
Match
Brother,
point.
Brother, what is this? Like, the minute that Slayer decides not to troll, like, this guy gets 4 kills? Are you kidding me? Like, the util usage, the blind shot on the showstopper. Everyone pause. Let's just take a moment to think about that. Absolute, like, I don't even know that skill. I think that's just luck. But the last 3 kills before to get the 4K was crazy. That was definitely a bit, but brother, okay, 12 rounds in, match point for the Pinks here, and it looks like Slayer is in line to get that kill to secure that round. The sustain is here to get the trade with Thrasher. Kane, oh my god, there to provide the backup. Jesse's up. You know, and 3v3. Numbers are not evened out, but look how spread out the attack team is. Look at this positioning.
They're gonna pinch kind of hard, and of course with the ult available, you can get a little bit messy with it if you so wish. Spotted. Has a side. Jackie said thank you very much. Easy pickup number 1. Boyce gets a plant, but it is gonna be a little bit of that rolling thunder plus a little bit of a lockdown. So both of these are great site clears. If you so wish, and you find another pick. I mean, SFU can grab it. Of course, that's a break. Thrash gets 1, I think, but that's a denial of school. You deny a follow behind it. Line works wonders, but it's a 1-for-1 trade, 1v2 situation occurring. Kane needs to do some work. Are you gonna fight up on high? You get 1, and you immediately spin to the other side. Rolling thunder to fire through it. Do you catch him? I think you did. TP out to a round, and you get the shot.
Oh my
It's
god,
a sub,
the
and I think
awareness.
that's it. Kane is going to lock it down, and it's
Oh wait, no, does he have time? Does he have time? Wait, we saw the ring.
No,
Does
no,
he have
he
time?
has time.
No way. No way!
Oh.
No way! I told you, no time! We saw the ring. What the heck? Brother,
0.34.
I just want to say, you know, a little, you know, for people who don't watch Valorant that much, you know, once you see the rings, it's pretty rap, so you don't get on that bomb right away. So, you know, what can I say? More knowledge on my end. So sorry, Orbital, gotta take this one. You know, like, I kind of knew it. So I told you so. But at the same time, brother, what? Anyways, going into the next round.
This entire game is literally like who can outshine the other. And Tahoe swings hard up the 3. And Slayer shuts down Jakey with the Sheriff, by the way. This is great now.
This
is getting screwed. Do it again.
Disgusting!
The second. Mink is going to find Slayer's life, but at this point, the deaths are just too real. Look a little bit further right, and it's going to be one. Make no sense. Thank you very much. Patience to close it out. 8 no runs for the spike. This time, it's SFU Pink to finish it out.
Oh my god, I'm like clutching my mic right now based on what I just watched. Like what? Like, okay, so first of all, they should have won that like last round. Not the last round we had, but the round before that. But
Yes.
you know, they played really smart, you know, TP, you know, try to get him a little bit further away from the spike. But like still, like the amount of plays that we saw there and the amount of like the shots coming in from the Pinks have been absolutely crazy. Like I don't know what you thought about that like match, but one word that I can summarize to say it is what you said: messy. Absolutely messy.
There are points where obviously this is group stage, and I think both these teams kind of sat there and said, "Hey, we're already kind of in it," which is fine. That's well and great. One of the big things I have to congratulate SFU Pink for though is the fact that they could mess around for a good majority of that middle ground and still be able to pull back in the latter half. I cannot explain how difficult it can be watching someone like Sustain start popping off, which Sustain absolutely did. By the way, Sustain tried to throw down with the best of them. But for a team to drag back that mental of, okay, we don't need to mess around too much. We still need to close out this game and still get back onto our A game of, you know, play the right calls, you know, play these right angles and fire away. Very impressive overall, I think, from the squad. And I'm excited to see what they can do as that first seed from their group.
It's oh my god, like that round where that series, that match between I feel like both teams were kind of like just having a lot more fun and just playing around. So I'm definitely excited, like what you said, how SFU Pink, once they're dialed in, like maybe in the top 8 or semifinals or whatever position they end or how far they get in the tournament, how those strats are going to come out and how that serious play style is going to come into play and like truly show and showcase this team's like abilities and everything. Like, but yeah, like honestly, other than Messi, the other phrase that I said, and everyone heard, brother, what was I watching half of the time? Like, truly, what did I just watch? But anyways, thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to come in and support the stream for CIE's of Valorant Day 1. And for you guys, we are doing a giveaway, so you guys can take advantage of that. So the giveaway is if you type in hashtag CIE 2024 in the main channel, not this one, the other one. We do got a couple prizes for you guys. So we got 8 $20 Steam cards as well as some Riot gift cards for both League and Valorant players. And of course, just make sure to watch the end of the stream for any of the semifinals or the finals match for the drawing, and make sure the rules are you have to be 18 or older to win. You have to enter via the bot commands, and the bot will draw the person. You can enter multiple draws, so you can do one like Valorant one, and then maybe one that's like COD, Steam or something like that. And yeah, and so the max prize is one per person. If you win multiple, that's supposed to be fine. And of course, you'll get a DM on Discord by Rita Lita, who is our lovely, lovely producer as well, for one of our streams, and for your prize claim. And make sure that you just type in the commands. Let me look at, sorry. Make sure just to type in hashtag CIE 2024 into the main channel. And of course, if you guys have any other questions for us in terms of the prize giveaways, we always have some mods available and you guys can ask in chat. But yeah, thank you so much, and look forward to some more streams coming for tomorrow. We got some exciting panels. We got casting, which me and Orbital are gonna be on, so come support us, guys. Let's go. We got the organizational spotlight as well, and a panel for game development with the Vancouver Film School. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to take a look at the schedule and join us there. And of course, we got some more Valorant coming, you guys, online for the second channel as well as the main channel for the top 8 and semifinals. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a great night, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
When I first heard about the TELUS esports series, I was like, there's no way.
I was absolutely stoked.
You don't really hear about esports at all in Canada, let alone from a big company like TELUS.
Canada does have a scene, and we do have people who are thriving towards getting us into that bigger picture.
2 versus 1, and it should be their game. The Bronze Bonobos from second, now finally find first.
Simply put, the TELUS Esports Series is esports for everyone. It's our take of what we think the esports industry should look like and where we think it should go. It's way more fun to compete for something when there's something on the line. And the TELUS Esports Series gives players of all skill levels opportunities to experience that. We really want to make the gaming experience more fun for everyone, and we want to help the gaming industry evolve and grow the way that it should. And I think the time is right for it.